And now, the Russellville High
battles that we have won. Tim, did you hear that?
Yeah, we welcome you to Cyclone Stadium in Russellville, Arkansas, for a big 6A West battle between the Greenwood Bulldogs and the Russellville Cyclones. Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, the ball barber. Glad to have you aboard here tonight on a Friday night. And this is really a must-win and a trap game we've talked about between this Lake Hamilton game last week and Pulaski Academy next week. And then here's an up-and-coming Cyclone team that's really hungry to meet, and someone that kind of gives us trouble a lot.
Yeah, Tim, Russellville coming in tonight 4-3 on their year, 4-2 in conference. I think Coach alluded to that. They've strung 4 wins together. The problem with Russellville, they're scoring about as much as they're giving up, so a lot of their games have been close. So that's optimistic if you're an offensive mind. But these Bulldogs face these Cyclones since 2012 11 times, and Bulldogs been victorious 10 of those 11 times. The only loss, I think you mentioned in the pregame, is a 16 in that down at War Memorial. And we're trying to forget that one, right?
Yeah, I know. Those letters are sure glaring us in the face over there on the side of their outdoor facility or indoor facility. The ball barber's on the sidelines. Richie, how's it going down there, buddy?
Yeah, that one still stings. The weather was terrible, I tell you. But the sunset over here right behind y'all and the trees, I just hope the sun is setting on their season tonight, too.
Certainly will be. And Russellville's in that kind of the best of the other half scenario between Greenwood, Lake Hamilton, Pulaski Academy, Little Rock Christian. And then you've got that 5 and 6 seed battle from the playoffs, and them and a Greenbrier, I guess, probably jockeying for position.
Little Rock Christian.
Yeah, Little Rock Christian being the 4 hole for more than likely. Russellville's got Lake Hamilton next.
Please stand so we can recognize you.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What did you say their record was?
4-3, and they're 4-2 in conference. 4-2 in conference.
Yeah.
Smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
In Charleston are unloading every week. To see what is arriving next, you can visit hugm.com, HUGGM.com. The Hug family has made car buying an enjoyable experience for over 80 years in their spacious showroom in Charleston. Don't pay too much on your next vehicle. See the Hug team where you don't pay extra docker prep fees. Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC on Main Street in Charleston. Hometown sales and service since 1937.
We're back here in the pregame show, and it's my pleasure to be sitting down here with head football coach Chris Young. Coach, last week, these last 4 weeks, we talked about the true test of our schedule, the meat and potatoes of it. Lake Hamilton comes to town, huge offensive line, defensive line, run the ball pretty much exclusively, and I think the game plan was fantastic, put a shutout on them.
Yeah, really proud of our kids. I thought the coach prepared well. Obviously, we had an extra week, which was to our favor, but, our defensive staff went to work and explain to kids what they need to do, and then the kids did an awesome job of doing it. So really proud of them. It's always fun when it comes together like that, and it was a good night for the Bulldogs.
I kept getting texts during the game from other media guys saying, well, how y'all shot him out? Was the Crutchmer kid not taking? I said, no, we're taking care of business. And the double handoff, you just got to read your keys. There's always keys to that kind of offense, and like you said, the defense had them sniffed out.
Yeah, it's assignment football at its finest. You got to be ready to play the wing tee, and our guys were prepared, and it's one thing to be prepared, but it's another thing to go out there and do it, and they did exactly that, and just really proud of them.
A lot of times you worry about, we've played Valonia in the past, kind of ran a similar deal, and that one long ball, you'll get caught peeking in the backfield. I guess they only tried to stretch the field once or twice on us, but our defensive backs did their job.
Yeah, we were a lot better in pass coverage. There were a time or two where our eyes got bad, and we let a guy slip out, and luckily they weren't able to connect. But, for the most part throughout the game, our kids just did a great job doing their job.
And Coach, it's really status quo. I mean, you just bang the ball down the field all the way, sprinkle in some actually kind of sprinkled in some pass, if you will, last week. The game plan was pretty neat how I thought you shortened the game for them and they just ran the ball a lot there in the second half.
Yeah, we knew up 21-0 at halftime. Obviously, we threw the ball more in the first half, but we were up 21-0, and you really just want to limit their possessions. They're such a good football team. If they get a little momentum at any point, it can really change the game. And so they were struggling to stop us run the ball. Obviously, we turned it over, fumbled it when we were driving in to score, and we got to get that fixed. We focused focus on that this week. But you limit their possessions, and when you're up 21 or 24 to nothing, and you can give them 3 possessions in the second half, that's a smart thing to do.
All right, Coach, let's take our first time out. We'll come back and talk about the Russellville Cyclones. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
Oh, how could you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
They do. I'm one happy camper.
Maybe that's the reason so many people come to Shelter for their car insurance. We have great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. To find an agent near you, go to shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Phil Hicks in Greenwood.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC in Charleston are unloading every week. To see what is arriving next, you can visit hugm.com, HUGGM.com. The Hug family has made car buying an enjoyable experience for over 80 years in their spacious showroom in Charleston. Don't pay too much on your next vehicle. See the Hug team where you don't pay extra dock or prep fees. Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC on Main Street in Charleston. Hometown sales and service since 1937.
If you've got a big lawn, you need a big-time mower. You need an Exmark. For over 30 years, Exmark has set the standard in mowing equipment. Today, they're the first choice of landscape professionals. Purchase 2-to-1 over the next best-selling brand. With an Exmark, you'll get a better cut faster. So if you want your big lawn to look like a pro mowed it, use what the pros use. Visit your local Exmark dealer or exmark.com. Myers Mower and Tiller, 5109 Wheeler Avenue.
Here in the pregame coaches show with head football coach Chris Young. Coach, here we are down here in Russellville, and there's always a dangerous place to come. These guys, of course, got us a few years ago in the War Memorial, but we've handled them pretty well, especially down here on the road. What do we know about the Cyclones?
Yeah, they're on a 4-game win streak, and that's tough to do in our conference. There's not many teams that win 4 in a row in our conference, so they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. They've got some momentum. They're a little bit younger. Their skilled guys are younger guys. Their quarterback's a junior, and they've got some really good athletes. I think it's just they've got a new offense coordinator that Bulldogs are familiar with, Donnie Harrison, that was our head junior high coach here a long time ago. And so he's familiar with our program, and he's done a good job. But, they're getting things started there. That program's in its infancy with the new coaching staff that came in 2 years ago. And so it's just a matter of them getting going, and hopefully they'll wait another week, and we can get after them.
You try to change anything up, knowing that Donnie's kind of got a little beat on what we do?
Yeah, they're familiar with some of our stuff, probably signals and signs and stuff like that. And so we'll have a little bit different system tonight that we worked on at practice this week. And, it's probably something we need to do from time to time anyhow. Last year we got a situation where I think some of our signals were out there. So we play Little Rock Christian in a couple weeks, and they've got a coach that used to play here. So it's time to make some changes, and we'll do a little bit different tonight.
I thought maybe last week you kind of sprinkled some in, changing up a little bit of signage, and maybe having a guy come to the sidelines running the play in like old school days.
Yeah, that was really just to slow the game down. Yeah. And there's some of our signals that plays that, especially in a situation where you're trying to run the ball, are probably not real hard to steal whenever we're doing them that often. So we were just wanting to send them in with players and make sure we limited that.
All right, Coach. We'll take our last time out. We'll come back here and finish up with head football coach Chris Young. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC in Charleston are unloading every week. To see what is arriving next, you can visit hugm.com, HUGGM.com. The Hug family has made car buying an enjoyable experience for over 80 years in their spacious showroom in Charleston. Don't pay too much on your next vehicle. See the Hug team where you don't pay extra dock or prep fees. Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC on Main Street in Charleston. Hometown sales and service since 1937.
Formac Incorporated in Greenwood is your place for all types of printing, signs, t-shirts, banners, and yard signs. And you'll also find they provide tactical supply to military, police, hunters, and fire departments. They also build emergency vehicles, and those signs and printing are priced just right. You'll find brochures, business cards, plus sports uniforms, trophies, awards, and screen printing. That's Formac Incorporated. They're located at 210 South Coker Street in Greenwood. You could call them at 996-0520.
Back here in the pregame coaches show, the head football coach, Chris Young. Coach, we kind of talked about it earlier, but I want to talk about your offensive line. I thought, you talk about we kind of ran the ball a lot last week in the second half. I thought you challenged those guys against a pretty physical offensive line, or defensive line, rather. I thought those guys stepped up to the challenge, and, man, they're getting better every week.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. They're getting better every week, and that's something that we really talk to them about and stress to them is we don't have to be perfect right now, but we've got to be headed that direction. And I've been really proud of that group. There's 6 of those guys that have rotated at 5 spots. We got 2 of them rotating at left guard. But those 6 have played throughout the year, and they've just continued to get better. It's testament to their coach. Coach Morton does a fabulous job with those guys. And if we can continue to improve up front, we're going to be fun to watch.
You talked about getting the coaching staff some shoes after the last game, and I got a text from James Stein said every time his son false starts, he thought about maybe putting some money into the kitty for the shoes. So he was having a good time with Ashton down there.
Yeah, I tell you what, our guys, Dr. Smith hooked me up with a pair of Jordans his Nike rep gave him, and so I was giving the staff a hard time, and they were telling me I needed to get them something. I said, I tell you what, I opened my mouth a little bit. I said, I tell you what, you shut them out, I'll get you some. Well, they went and shut them out. So, yeah, I've ordered some Jordans this week, and I just don't hope my wife doesn't find out.
Well, you might tell Stein there's a couple false starts his dad might throw some money in the but I know that and the little snapping fractions have been kind of the Achilles heel for you.
Yeah, we worked on that quite a bit on practice, and it's the other team yelling when we motion. They're yelling, and really it ought to be simulate a snap, and that ought to be a defensive penalty. But it's officiated different ways, and that's fine. We got to be better. So we've offered our scout team guys stickers this week if they get our offensive linemen to jump. So that's been a fun little battle, but it's just an area we got to get better in. It was an area that we found out that we made some mistakes, and as coaches, it's our job to fix it, and that's what we worked on this week.
Coach, we talked about a little bit. I hate to really single out one guy on offense, but Grant Carnes, the winner of this national wide receiver of the year of this past week, and the kid's just electric, man. Yeah,
he's a special wide receiver, but I tell you what, probably the most special thing about him is the fact that people can't double team him because of how good our other guys are, and that's a testament to the whole set of skill players. You got LJ and Aiden and Preston. You got 2 running backs, Jake and Javon back there. Of course, Hunter. A lot of teams we'll see on film are double teaming. Each team will have one really good receiver, and they can't do that to us because if you double team Grant, then we're going to go those other guys. And so it's just testament to all those guys. We got a great group of skill players, and look forward to watching which one of them will have a big game tonight.
A new little wrinkle you put in, of course, putting Carnes back there taking some snaps. I think obviously the other team's got to practice a little more on that, but it sure is nice to get the ball in that guy's hands.
Yeah, when you get a guy like Grant, you want to get the ball in his hands as much as you can, and sometimes the easiest way is just take a snap. It's also a way to keep our quarterback from getting hit. This time of year, the last thing we want to do is run our quarterback a lot. So it's just a way we can run the football without getting Hunter those extra hits that we don't want to get him right now.
And, Coach, one thing about it, we talk about, you hear a lot about Grant, a lot about Hunter, but still the first one to come congratulate him on the sidelines is the rest of the receiving core. You'll see some scout team guys. It's awesome how the family's growing the nucleus of everybody.
Yeah, it's the most unselfish group I've been around. We got tickled Sunday watching film, and I think it was Grant's big touchdown, and LJ and Jake Glover are skipping and high-stepping down the sideline. They're so excited for him. And that's just when it's fun to be around those kids. They truly care about each other, and they're happy when the other one has success. And so to see that on film and see that on the field on Friday night is special.
Trap game tonight, Coach. I guess it's pretty easy to keep the kids from looking ahead.
Yeah, huge game last week, huge game next.
Kickoff just got launched to the north for the Bulldogs, who got the opening kickoff. Russellville won the toss, deferred. L.J. Robbins got it at the 10. A nice return out to the 37-yard line, where it'll be a first down for Greenwood. And Hunter Houston, the senior quarterback, goes to work here, working left to right on your radio dial. Glover empties the backfield, and we're empty set. Houston in the flat. There's Carnes, 40, 45. Stiff arms a man to the midfield stripe. That's 13 yards. And the Bulldogs are off and running here in Las Vegas. Midfield stripe, first down for the Bulldogs. They're stacked up, twins right, twins left. Kennan and Preston with LJ and Carnes up top. Same play. Why not? Carnes again, 50, 45. And it'll only get 8 yards this time. A measly 8, second and 2.
I don't know what you do if you're a cornerback on that. You just
hope he drops it.
Hope he drops it.
Hey, you let him catch that all night, or not if he's going to take top off you.
Twins up top now. Now they bring Trips out here motioning out of the backfield. And Hunter Houston all alone. The flat again this time is LJ. Will they get Kennan for the block in the back? They do not. LJ with a first down to the 39. That's 4 yards. First catch for Robbins, the junior. You got Coop over at left tackle. That is Cooper Young. Cody Taylor's at left guard tonight. Ryan Shortus up at center again. Hayden Webb at right guard. And Ashton Stein at right tackle for the Bulldogs. Here's Houston to throw. Oh, beautiful underneath LJ. Another nice catch. He'll be forced out at the 30-yard line. That's 8 yards. And the Bulldogs making it look pretty easy as they hunt down the field with a little out routes and little screens in the flat.
That was a great toss before he even broke.
30-yard line. Glover will empty the backfield again and out to the left, the short side. Hunter pump fakes up top. LJ, nope, but tried to go underneath to Glover. First incompletion. He was 4 for 4. And 3rd and 2.
Got some token pressure on Hunter on that one.
Yep. Trips to the right this time. Carnes all alone at the top. Here comes Kennan in some stutter step motion in behind Stein. And it's Glover who's got first down yardage, 25. Bounces out to the right outside the hash marks. He's tackled at the 25, but he'll get 5 yards. Our first carry of the game meet, and the chains move.
Yeah, he's got to get the spider webs on last year's where this field wasn't kind to him.
Right. Trips left, wide side. Here comes Kennan in motion into the formation. And Glover again. Bounces off the first contact. He'll get to the 21, maybe 22, 2 yards for Jake Glover, the senior.
Tristan Wiseman on the tackle. Gain of 2, second down and 8.
Tristan Wisenant, number 23, on the tackle for the Cyclones. 2nd and 8. Houston in the shotgun. Here comes Kennan again in motion. Aiden Kennan. And play action. Aiden across the middle. Not sure. He never really got his hands up. That ball was right on top of Kennan. He was maybe going to walk in.
I think, he's so good, you kind of hate to say he got a little bit lazy on it, just kind of reached out to. He had a couple guys wide open. Robbins was wide open.
Yep. So 3rd and 8. 4 down territory, maybe from the 22. Glover out of the backfield in motion. Hunter with time. Preston's open across the middle. Hey, baby, at the 10. Down to the 5. Peyton to the 1st and goal to the 3-yard line. 19 yards for Peyton Preston, the junior. Houston was all day back there. The offensive line has been a brick wall so far.
Absolutely.
And flip it forward to Carnes. That's a pass officially. He'll break 2 tackles and get nowhere. His shoe came off. So it's a pass for no gain.
Grant Carnes.
And Carnes' 3rd catch.
The end for no gain.
Clock running 9:18 to go. Greenwood's opening drive. And Glover gets the call up over the top. And a yard, and that's it. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.
Stop for no gain. 3rd down and goal.
Well, Bulldogs have been in this is about the third down of this drive, but they've capitalized on all of them.
Say if they're going to single cover Carnes over there in the flat, that's not going to be fair.
And Houston's in the shotgun. They'll go twins left. Kennan behind Young over at left tackle. And they go Carnes direct snap. He's not there. No gain.
Wow.
Try the old corn dog, as we call it.
You got to go here, don't you?
I figure they will.
4th and go, just inside the 3.
Dave Wheeler, the new coach for the Cyclones. And now timeout's called by whom? Greenwood?
Yeah, we called
timeout Greenwood, their first timeout.
Well, just give us a good chance to throw some shout-outs out. Everybody got us tuned in tonight. Appreciate all of our viewers around the globe, if you will, on the Greenwood Sports Center live stream. We sure enjoy bringing you the football games and basketball, softball, baseball, whatever comes down the pike as we go through this 22-23 season. Dina, Jesse, Eddie Joe got us tuned in with Ron Nelson. Appreciate it, guys.
Russellville Athletic Department thanks the following business sponsors: Phil Wright Autoplex.
And Brenda got us tuned in. Grandstaff's up at Grove. Tyler Calloway. All right, 4th and goal to 2.
What we do here?
Well, I know what I would do.
Okay.
But they're not in the lineup for it. They're not in the formation for it.
2-point conversion?
Right. LJ going to take 2 steps inside, then bust it out here to the out route, I would assume. And Hunter will roll this way. Let's see. Here we go, 4th and goal to 2. Carnes got him. Touchdown! Little slant route. And wow, what a throw from Hunter Houston as he threads the needle and goes to Mr. Touchdown, Grant Carnes. Why not?
I could have swore there's a ball got up and deflected, but I missed that one.
6-0 Greenwood, 8-18.
63 yards and 11 plays.
Mm-hmm. Steinfeld, who's been kicking the ball more frequently and pretty good leg through the uprights, is good. Greenwood 7, Russellville 0. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
Jacob Lindenberg and Sean Dahl. Great work.
We welcome you back to Cyclone Stadium, Russellville, Arkansas. Tim Terry, Meet Jones, the ball barber. 7-0 Bulldogs. Impressive opening drive, Kevin.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Bulldogs wanted. Because everybody and their grandmas trying not to think about next week. But boys, we got a game to play here tonight. These Cyclones aren't going to go away, I assure you.
No. Steinfeld's got her teed up at the 40, and it's up and away. Cyclones' first chance with the football from the 14 to the 20, 25. Mackey made initial contact and stood up by Evan Williams. The return man was number 15, Mackay Foster. Their quarterback will be D.A. Reed. He's a junior, number 2.
30-yard line.
We'll hear from Tracy Daniels at running back, who started there. He's came along. He's been out of position. They've talked to some guys before the ball game from Russellville. This kid got moved to running back, and he said 5 straight 100-yard rushing.
Well, there you go.
They kind of got him in the off a receiver into their backfield.
More
Here he
playing
is.
time, touches.
Coming around the end, and Mackey, who was flying up, got blocked. Nelms with the stop. And it's a 7-yard gain.
Arrington getting the start over here at corner.
Wow, nice. Sophomore, good. Up front, you got Cash Archer, another sophomore. I see Pettigrew, McCusker, and Taylor, who's been getting some good minutes up front. Logan's worked his way into that lineup as well. Here comes some motion, and they give to the motion man, and that is Gabe Hogue. And he'll be out of bounds at the 45, and it is a first down.
Both of those plays were well blocked. Getting to that edge. Have to set that edge out here.
Well, where'd you go, Gabe? There you are, number 16. Shotgun for D.A. Reed. He's got Daniels back there with him. He'll bring some motion again from Gabe Hogue. This time Daniels gets the call. And good gain right up the gut. Pettigrew grabbed on, held on at the midfield stripe. 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. My man Rick Odell's in McKinney, Texas, watching with mom and pops.
Beautiful.
Good dude right there, Rick Odell. Second and 5 for the Cyclones, just over the midfield stripe. 4 down linemen. Williams, Garner at linebacker. This run is going to be a yard short, 3rd and 1 coming up for Daniel. I believe that was, looked like, there ain't nothing. We'll give it to Evan Williams. But it was 18, Josh Allen, I thought, in there. Here comes Sleepy's in.
Yeah.
Brendan Chick's going to come in. I don't know if anybody came out for him.
Yeah, there were 2 out, 2 in.
Okay,
That's right.
5 down linemen. One's uncovered. We've got a receiver uncovered over here on the near side, or the far sideline. Yeah, they definitely got us mixed up there defensively. And Greenwood's got to burn their 2nd time out already. Give us a chance to do some more shout-outs. Rick Whitaker got us tuned in, him and Tim Gossett. Appreciate our boys in blue.
Kevin Enos, father of Greenwood great-grand Enos, has got us tuned in.
First Security Bank.
Yes.
West Main Subway.
But you couldn't ask for a better night. 71 sunny. We pulled down here to Russellville.
Beautiful.
Not hardly any wind.
No. Yep. I get a few texts from people that got us tuned in that I don't know who they are. I don't have their number in my phone, so.
Tell us who you are.
Yeah.
Give us a little hint.
Roll
right?
call. I apologize. I thought I had everybody in my phone, the whole world.
3rd and 1. Here's where you go to fake and deep.
Well, let's see. They haven't thrown yet, really, have they? Been all run?
Nope.
Here's Reed. This time it'll be Daniels dead ahead. He's got the first down. Short game, but enough. 3 yards on 3rd and 1 will get you a first down at the Greenwood 43. Pettigrew and Garner are off the pile. Brady Mackey out there, Landon Nelms, Storm Sherry, and as we heard earlier, Isaiah Arrington around the defensive backfield for the Bulldogs. Just chipping away this Russellville offense. And D.A. Reed now, this is going to be a pass play. Hope again, Daniels. A little counter. He's got a hole in there, but gobbled up by Taylor.
Pretty good little gain there on first down.
Yep.
And early in this one, Siloam leads Mountain Home 7-0.
Wow.
That's at Mountain Home.
Yeah, that's a winnable game for Siloam in conference. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
Oh. Lisa Haydenrich got us tuned in. Thanks, Lisa. 2nd and 7. Reed in the shotgun.
Blitz coming.
He's going to throw. Trying to go on a fade route. It's a big old air.
Wow.
Just a wild balloon ball up in the air, and ran under it was Caden Rose, and Nelms couldn't do anything about it. That ball just floated there.
Thought that was a punt.
Yeah. And the first pass is successful to the 12, first down.
Wow. I don't think you'll see a pass thrown that high all year.
It's very strange. Here's Reed. Around the end they go. It's big number 9 that time, Hallmark. He'll get inside the 10 to the 7. Hallmark's kind of a he plays everything. He'll play some quarterback, he'll play some tight ends, some wide receiver.
He's not little. That's a big boy.
Kind of a mystery man out there. Kind of a Swiss Army knife, if you will. Big number 9, Ben Hallmark. 2nd and 5 at the 8. Russellville trying to match the Bulldogs' opening score. Reed back in there in the shotgun. And he'll give to Nope, he's going to play action. And back in the backfield, Storm Sherry came flying through with a quarterback sack at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard loss. Oh, baby! And 3rd and 13 now.
That was the perfect defense for that offensive play.
They got him.
Backside blitz. They never saw him coming.
See what happens when a cyclone meets a storm.
Good one. Richie.
On
his game.
Richie.
Golly.
Oh, baby.
That's
Richie.
our version of the storm. We'll show you a storm.
Yeah. So here we go, 3rd and long. And Reed in the shotgun got to throw again. Looking, has time underneath.
Oh, interference.
Yeah. Mackey got there early, and I thought if Mackey would just went around him, he would have picked that off and still be running. But that's going to be pass interference.
No, I think he caught it. I think somebody caught it in the end zone. I think they just signaled touchdown, didn't they?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we were all busy looking at this, and that ball, it did get deflected up in the air, but I certainly didn't see anybody catch it.
The rules must have changed. That wasn't pass interference 3 years ago.
Ooh.
True.
Nobody saw the guy catch it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they say that the side judge down there called touchdown.
They decline the penalty and take the touchdown.
Sure.
I think everybody quit watching the ball.
I certainly
I'm
did.
guilty of that.
So that ball was deflected in the air. And the
15-yarder.
The penalties declined. Oh, they're going to put it on to the kickoff. So that ball was deflected and caught in the end zone. Wow, what a little bit of trickery from these Cyclones. And a PAT pending here. Looks like Elijah Stratton to kick. And his PAT is up and good.
Wow.
Well, we're tied at 7 somehow. Interesting turn of events there. And this the pass interference will be tacked on to the kickoff here. 7-7, 4:18 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
How could you tackle?
We're Shelter Insurance. We view life insurance a little differently.
We think the most thoughtful gift you can give your family doesn't come with a bow.
We know that a life should be measured by more than just dollars and cents. And we know you'll love the peace of mind life insurance gives you.
We're the people behind the shield.
Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter agent Phil Hicks in Greenwood.
Guess you get both.
Wow.
We welcome you back to Cyclone Stadium, and we were kind of talking about that penalty. You either get the touchdown or you take the penalty. You decline the penalty, I would think, and get the play.
That's the way I see it.
But they're going to give the yardage on to the kick here, so this is where you onside it, right, guys?
You just took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I'm doing right now is onside.
Well, Young is not arguing, and I'm telling you, that guy's a rule book guru.
I agree with you. That's exactly right. So if Coach Young isn't out there in midcourt, then it must be a good call.
He just wants the ball back. Let's go.
Right. Let's see what happens. They go deep with it and out of the end zone. My cousin Chris Milam and Jadon got us tuned in Fort Smith. Appreciate it. Chase Becker, appreciate the kind words, brother.
That was 10 plays and 70 yards. So both offenses coming out with gloves on. Or off. They may be off. But good teams answer, right?
Well, yeah. Still don't think you should get the result of the play and the yards. It's
agree.
Strange.
That's the way I see it.
Bulldogs second possession. Here we go. Empty set. We've been there a lot tonight. Hunter Houston to Carnes from the 20. Stiff arm 25. He got the 28. So they give him the 29. We'll see where they spot it. It's the 28, so it's an 8-yard pickup.
The old 3rd and 2, or 2nd and 2, yep. Right?
Here's Houston with trips left to the short side. He'll look that way. Carnes again down the sidelines, 35, and out of bounds short of the 40. I think he got the 38, so it's 10 yards and a first down.
I feel like that should have been a penalty. He's 3 yards outside in the white.
Tell him, Richie, tell him.
6th catch for Grant Carnes. Here comes Kennan in motion across the formation on first down from the 38. Hunter throwing, pressing, got it, baby. Makes a spin move midfield to the Russellville 45, down to the Russellville 42. Oh, baby. That's 20 yards for Peyton Presson. His second catch of the night, he's got 39 yards.
I think everybody thought he was just going to run out of bounds.
He did. That's a little trickery there.
Hit the brakes, he'll fly right by.
That's right. Here's Houston in the back. It's caught in the screen pass to Glover. And can he get out of this mess? I don't think so. Good job of the Cyclone defense to string it out and lose 3 yards. Glover's first catch. 2nd and 13 at the Russellville 44. Bulldogs.
Williams is in.
Yeah, Javon Williamson back at running back here, the senior. They stacked the receivers. Javon out of the backfield. He goes to and we've got to call our last time out. And Coach Young is furious at somebody. Maybe his signal caller. Well, we'll stay right here. I got some Joe Buffkin stats. I didn't get a chance to talk to you in the pregame. But we'll throw some of those out. They're pretty impressive. You mentioned a couple of them beating our last 11 meetings. We're 10-1 against Russellville. Last loss was that 2016 title game. We've outscored them 423 to 132. Over that time, our last meeting was down here. Greenwood won 35-7, October 15th and 21. We beat them 51-7 back in Greenwood in October of 18. It's our largest margin of 44. 5-0 on the road against Russellville. 192-47. We've outscored them down here. Wow.
So we haven't lost on this field.
No, not in a long time. Not since 1990.
We hadn't lost at home to them. We've only lost at War Memorial.
Yeah, War Memorial. That's right.
I won't keep bringing that up, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate that. 2nd and 13, Greenwood's football, the Cyclone 44. They work from the left hash. We're in the first quarter, 3 minutes, and Williamson in motion. And there's Kennan across the middle. Aiden dropped it a little bit up and behind him, but it's one that Kennan will tell you he should have caught. 3rd and 13.
Yeah, he would have had a first down.
Oh, yeah. 11 of 14 for Hunter Houston here early on. Twins right, twins left, again from the left hash. And there's Williamson in motion out of the backfield again while they run the same play. Hunter's in deep trouble. Have to find Williamson. It's caught, but he'll lose a yard.
First punt of the night.
4th and 14. And punt time for the Bulldogs. No one back deep for Russellville. Now finally, Mackay Foster will drop back. Oh, the Fire Chief's got T-bones and shrimp on the barbie.
Uh-oh.
Top of the morning to you, mate.
Hey.
We had Wendy's. Here's Nelms' kick. It's a beauty. Get down.
Bite.
Oh. Just got into the end zone. Nice punt from Landon Nelms. I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break. The clock's still running. We lost about 3 seconds, maybe in our favor, though. Well, I was going to take a break, Sean. We're going to stay here.
Yeah, I know y'all covered that in pregame, but offensive coordinator Don Harrison, former Greenwood coach, is down here. And his offense kind of looks familiar, doesn't it?
Right? Yeah, Donnie Harrison.
Coach Harrison, yeah.
Awesome run in the junior high ranks there at Greenwood.
That's right.
He's been around the state a few times. Good to see him back over in the West. So D.A. Reed in the shotgun. And Daniels gets the call. He's hitting the backfield, stays on his feet. Finally brought down, but Custer kind of held on to him. And our second shot of Evan Williams there across the 25. It's a 2nd and 4. Joe Goodwin's got us tuned in. Appreciate it, Mr. Goodwin.
Oh, Joe.
Yep. 7-7. Russellville, we talked about it. The record's slanted our way, but they always play us tough for the most part. It's usually physical. Daniels around the left end. Got through the first wave of Bulldogs. He'll get near the 30. Taylor all over the field so far. My man Caleb Garner out there as well. Little 44 there.
First down.
And the chains will move as they gave him the 30. I'd like to have seen Garner in 42. You know, his Uncle Ricky and Uncle Laren wore that 42, the Bashir's boys.
Beautiful.
Nasty. Ricky will kill you out there. That dude was a headhunter. I ain't kidding you. The franchise Laren Bashir's was as well. Here's first down, Russellville. Reed in the shotgun brings a man in motion and gives to Daniels his setback, and he's hit at the line. Good. He's got a good little push on first contact. 3 yards.
Leg drive, yeah.
It's Taylor again on the stop.
Totally different run game than we saw last week.
That's right.
There's nothing similar. We don't have heights and weights on these Cyclones, but they're not little.
No. Like Coach said in the pregame, they've won 4 straight. That's tough to do in the West. I think if you really think about that.
It's true.
Not many teams do it. Here's D.A. Reed in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Oh, the ball's batted down. Cash Archer. Way up in the air with a moneymaker. Incomplete, 3rd and 7.
It's maybe a drive stopper right there.
Wow. Took on the block. Cash saw some hops there.
I think he can dunk a basketball, don't you think?
I hope we get to see him. Cash out there on the hardwood. Coach Husband, take him.
The sophomore? Yeah, Cash Archer.
Yes. Here we go. Cyclones from the shotgun. Reed going to try to roll right, throw, complete. I almost said LeVar Arrington. Isaiah Arrington. I wish it was LeVar Arrington. Isaiah.
7.
Well, here's a decision right here, and they're thinking about it.
4th and 2. Was that Whitaker? Was that 18 or 19?
That was 19.
Yeah. Isaiah Arrington. Nice open field tackle. 4th and 2, and Coach Dave Wheeler.
Yeah. What are we doing over here,
thinking about going for it.
They're talking about it. They do the hard count and then do a timeout.
A minute 4, they're rolling in signals, so they're going to maybe try to go for this. But I agree with you, Kevin. The hard count.
Hard count and punt.
Yeah.
Don't jump.
Shotgun for Reed. Twins right, twins left. Daniels back there in the backfield. They tried it. Tried it again. Now they're going to call that timeout. And they'll probably bring the punt team out. Let's take a quick timeout with them. We're tied at 7 here in Russellville. 6A West battle. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Formac Incorporated in Greenwood is your place for all types of printing, signs, T-shirts, banners, and yard signs. And you'll also find they provide tactical supply to military, police, hunters, and fire departments. They also build emergency vehicles, and those signs and printing are priced just right. You'll find brochures, business cards, plus sports uniforms, trophies, awards, and screen printing. That's Formac Incorporated. They're located at 210 South Coker Street in Greenwood. You could call them at 996-0520.
We welcome you back to Russellville. Gordon and Michelle Griffith have us tuned in with some Papa's Pizza.
The Griff.
Getting hungry over here.
Pizza? Man,
Papa's Pizza.
We settled for Wendy's. Well, did we settle?
Wendy's is good.
Baconator.
It's tough to beat. No cheese.
No cheese.
Woo-hoo!
Punt time here for the Cyclones.
Robbins back deep at the 31 for Greenwood. And they're going to fake punt.
Look at that. He's
plenty of running room. That's Hallmark. Karnes got him down, but the yards were gained easily for Hallmark to get the first down and to the 46-yard line. And the Cyclones with some trickery here, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I like that call. He's like, oh, we're going to onside and fake punt, go down swinging.
Right. I mean, why not? Senior night here. Bulldogs in town, like the Beatles. Packed stands across the way. The navy blue sea is beautiful over there. Here's a D.A. Reed, play action. He'll roll out, now going to tuck and run, and Cash Archer with a slam-a-jamma. Him and Josh Allen met right there.
A little sandwich action.
Yeah. Eric Sandefur's 50-year-old yesterday.
The
Rock.
Is 50?
Yeah, happy birthday to The Rock. Well, boys, we played 12 minutes. And we're right back where we started. Greenwood 7, Russellville 7. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Randall Ford is excited to announce their state-of-the-art mobile service van, stocked with all the latest tools and technology needed to service your vehicle. Everything from oil changes, warranty repair, battery, software updates, brake jobs, and so much more. All is done with your convenience and safety in mind. We'll come to your office or home to provide professional service the Randall Ford way. Stop by today at Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or check us out online 24/7, randallford.com. Ford, the #1 selling brand in America.
Enhance your home with new hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl plank, or carpet with Fort Smith's premier experts, Best Floors. At Best Floors, we've earned our name by providing quality brands and expert installation for your home, business, or rental property. We treat our customers like our friends and neighbors, from making selections until the job is finished. Visit our showroom for the best selections in the River Valley, or visit us online to explore flooring options and schedule a free estimate. It doesn't get any better than Best. Best Floors in Fort Smith.
We're back here in Russellville. Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, the ball barber. Cyclones with it, and they give the Daniels around the left end. He's got running room to Greenwood's 46-yard line. He'll get 6 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Williams over there, and Taylor again.
Yep, running down the line.
Arrington as well out there. So these Cyclones aren't going to go away easy. We're in for a battle tonight.
It's obvious to me they're not going to throw it a whole lot.
Right.
Doesn't look like it.
Well, that's what they're wanting to do, kind of lull you to sleep. Yeah. You got to be careful. That's what those Mackeys back there for. Here's Reed. He's going to give to Daniels, and countered back the other way. Got first down yardage to the Greenwood 42. Picked up 5 yards on 3rd and 3. Archer was giving chase. Will Cash is being active out there. He and Taylor up front for the boys with Pettigrew. McCusker getting everybody fired up, saying, let's go. This ends right now. We'll see if the defense can step up to the challenge. Hey, shout out to Russellville's offensive line.
They average about 5'9", 215.
Really? Wow.
Look bigger than that from here.
Yeah, well, that's about what we average. Daniels can't find any running room. Nothing doing there. Well, I guess he got a couple of yards. And at first glance, I thought it was nothing. McCusker, I believe, had him wrapped up first. And gave him 3 yards. 3rd and
but
a
they're
long
active.
7. Yeah, right?
They're active. They get in the second level, getting the rubs, getting the scrapes. They're doing a good job.
Clyde and Frida Holland got us tuned in.
Beautiful.
Oh,
yep.
baby. That's old school.
That's right.
2nd and 7. Throwing. Reed, pressure. Looked right first, now left. And down he goes. Cash Archer. Get in there, baby. Woo. Yes. That's a 10th grader.
Yeah, don't run around my end.
88. Let's go.
I like it.
3rd and 12.
You stop them here, that old fake punt goes for naught.
Yep.
Don't throw over here. Hey, there's Dags.
Yeah, no, that looks like Skaggs' number, but, I saw Jasna wearing that jersey on JV game, but he's sure bouncing like Skaggs.
Yeah, unless Jasna's gained a lot of weight.
No offense, Brady. Or Braden, excuse me. But good to see Braden Skaggs out there. Hadn't seen him since, week 1, 2 maybe?
Right.
They're going to throw. Reed, straight drop, pressure comes across the middle. That ball's tipped by Williams. Nearly got it in his paws. 4th and 12, and now it's punt time. And McCusker drew a line in the sand meat, and they didn't cross it.
Yeah, he said this is it.
Yep.
That's a big statement right there.
I talked to Skaggs earlier this year. He was kind of had that PA game circled, so it's good to see him out there a week early, get a few snaps.
Yes. Robbins back at the 10. Hallmark to punt. Of course, we saw him fake one earlier. Probably won't do that on 4th and 12. 4th and 2 was a different animal. 9:33 in the quarter. Tied at 7. Hallmark will kick this one away. Robbins goes after it, but it's going to be – it took a bounce right to LJ. What a clubhouse bounce. He'll field it and be forced out at the 26. That thing kicked right to him. Clubhouse bounce.
I'll take it and I'll go.
First down and 10.
Those little plays right there. Willie picked up an extra, 10 yards
yes.
maybe?
Well, here we go. Offense back out on the field.
Give him the 27.
Yep, 27-yard line. 9:26 to start the drive. We're stacked up, Twins right, Twins left. Greenwood, no timeouts. And Glover will empty out and come near side. There's Carnes in the flat. He'll spin to the 32. That's 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Dinking and dunking all night.
He's going to fake it and go deep. Is that what you're saying?
We will eventually. Now we go Twins right, Twins left. They're not stacked. Glover back there with Houston. Here's Carnes with a little stutter step motion. And Hunter's going to roll out. Has Kennan caught. And a first down. Nice second effort. Got him the 43-yard line. That's 9 yards. And Aiden's first catch. Yep. I like that.
Aiden says, Hunter, I got this one.
6th different Bulldog to catch a football tonight. Houston, as usual, sharing the love. Shotgun for the senior. He's got it. Glover gets the call, looking for room around the right end. He has a hole and bursts to the 48. That's 5 yards. Only the 4th rush for 13 yards. Glover I gave him 6 yards, so we'll call it 2nd and 4. Trips to the short side, out to the right. Bulldogs working right to left here in the second quarter. And Houston, with time, now has to just throw it away.
Yeah, I like it.
He looked over here to Carnes, and there was nothing going on in the route. And so he just threw it away.
What's the whistles for?
Well, did it cross the line?
Maybe not, but the back judge stood almost like it was a defensive holding or something, or maybe I have no idea.
It came from the back judge. Yeah, I see the flag now.
Like defensive holding on a wide receiver.
Well, he has absolutely no chance of thinking that this ball didn't cross the line from that angle.
Ineligible man downfield
I think it was some sort of screen pass that got blown up at the line, and so the lineman released to get downfield to block. That ball was supposed to have been out and over here in Carnes' hand quicker, I would assume what happened there.
5-yard penalty.
2nd and 10, yes, sir. Back to the 43 we go. Greenwood gets the signs in from Coach Hogan, Coach Young. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And Glover in motion out here to the left side. Hunter straight drop. Good protection. He'll unload, and Robbins has it at the Russellville 41. Breaks a tackle. Now the ball came loose. Russellville picks it up. Oh, man, and on the move. That ball back to the Greenwood 40. 17 yards pass and catch. And then Robbins just coughed it up. And Russellville gets the scoop, and they return it back to the Greenwood 41. That's Caden Rose for the Cyclones.
Ouch.
Certainly. Cyclones in business, kind of where they punted from earlier. And let's see if we see another steady diet of Tracy Daniels, the junior running back. He's back there with D.A. Reed. Daniels gets the call dead ahead. Fumbled! He fumbled it right back, but did he get on it? He got right down on it. Williams and Taylor were there.
Brought the heat right there.
2nd and 8. You got 2 yards to the Greenwood 39.
That was jarred loose by a collision.
Williams, Taylor squished. Almost returned the favor, did Tracy Daniels.
22-6, PA over Greenbrier right now with about 6 minutes left in the half.
22-6. A trips formation off the right end or left end. Daniels gets the call. He has running room and evades the first wave, but Whitaker, I beg your pardon, Josh Allen there for the stop. This is 4th and 2.
I think it's 3rd.
I do too. Now they change it.
There we go.
I was hoping it was 4th and 2.
This running back's quality.
Yep.
Hits that hole.
Josh Allen on the tackle, 3rd down and 2.
So here are the Cyclones now trying to keep the drive alive and capitalize off the Greenwood fumble. Daniels back there with Reed off to his right, and he'll get the call dead ahead. Oh, baby, we got a Greenwood collision of the game, and it's our 3rd shot of Evan Williams. Oh, baby.
That was nothing doing on that one.
That's mono in the hole.
Schmuck.
At 43.
Oh, I got 99 coming in. It's unusual, 99 on offense.
Well, they may be punting then. Nope.
Remnants of Atwater, Christian Okoye.
Yeah, right. 4th and 2. Here we go. Hallmark's in at quarterback, and he'll go dead ahead. And I think he's got it. Yep. He got past the 30.
Still going.
Yeah. He just needed the 31. He got to the 28. Cyclones keep the drive alive on 4th down. Hallmark has gotten both their 4th downs. One was a fake punt. That one basically could have been a fake punt, if you will. Almost the same play. Fresh set of downs for Russellville at the Greenwood 28-yard line. They work from the left hash. And D.A. Reed in the shotgun with Daniels. Again, that little cluster formation off to the left end. And play action. Reed wanting to throw another loopy-loop, and Nelms.
Oh, what a play.
Did a great job of recovering. Another little floater there as they try to go to Kyron Clendian.
Look at Tanner McCusker's shoulder pad. Happened right in front of the.
Saw that.
The holding?
Yeah, yes. Right in front of him on a rollout. I mean, you got to call that right in front of the white hat.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Jason was looking at there, but that was right out of the gate. McCusker shot through the line and obviously was held. But incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Here's Reed. And Daniels will get it. And he'll bounce it outside. There's Williams, though. Nice tackle for the linebacker. Evan having a ball game here. He and Logan Taylor have been rock solid. And Archer, 3rd and 5. It's a big one here. 5 minutes left before half.
4 down territory.
Yep, they've certainly showed they're going to go for it on 4th down. And on the end around, that Hogue again. He's tripped up, short, maybe a yard. That's Garner got in there first.
Nice stop right there.
Yep. And I believe Mackey came up to polish off Garner, Williams. We're flying around the field, you know.
Yeah. Defense playing tough again this week.
Alan McDonald's got us tuned in. Rogers, Arkansas.
Big Al?
Get you some.
Wow.
Big Al. Come on. Hey, 4th and 4. D.A. Reed the shotgun. Cyclones going for it. Tried the hard count. Nobody jumped. Play clock's at 12. Plenty of time. Reed barks out of the blocking scheme to his line. And a whistle blows.
Delay of game.
Wow. What?
Boy, that sure wound down. That's kind of strange. There was like 12 on that clock. You just heard me say 12.
Coach Wheeler's not impressed with that
He is
at all.
not happy, and I don't blame him. That thing was at like 10, and it just went to 0.
Yeah, you just said they had plenty of time,
Yeah.
and then the whistle blows.
I like that.
I don't know, but he's madder than a mashed cat.
Well, I don't blame him.
Golly. What do you do here? Just don't.
I
take
don't
the 5
know.
yards?
I mean, the back judge is only as good as the clock. What's he supposed to do? White Hat says, get back on the sidelines, Coach. It's your field. Well, we've got another better grand staff, a younger and better grand staff in Dallas, Texas. Will tuning in.
Oh, there you go, Tim.
Well,
no flag.
and
We don't like it, but it is a good call.
There shouldn't have been. You're right. I agree.
Russellville takes a timeout.
With 4th and 4, and the Cyclones with a timeout. Doug and Deb Ralston got us tuned in. Yeah.
My guy Don Smith and Parts Unknown flying for American Airlines got us tuned in somewhere.
Parts Unknown.
Now, if he is – now, hang on a second. We're on to something here. If that joker's airborne – I don't think we've ever been on the air at 37,000 feet.
Ronnie Ducharme.
That's right. Ronnie
was
was
on
on the plane. That's right, on the way to Hawaii. Okay. But not from the fuselage, the captain's
Not
chair.
from the cockpit, no. That may be new.
Yeah, that's new. Jackie Dolan got us tuned in. 7-7. This is now we struggled against Van Buren and Greenbrier in the first half. We kind of were lethargic. As a matter of fact, this was the field that we heard our former coach,
running in
Coach
mud.
Jones, say we played lethargic, like we were running in mud.
That was the halftime interview right over there on the sideline. Like we were running in mud.
I remember that.
Yes. And finally, the coup de grace, the best grand staff of them all, Rusty grand staff, tuned in as well. That's Will's wife.
Okay.
Yeah. 4th and 4. Let's go. D up. And we got to have this. Get the ball back.
Statement play right here.
That's Reed in the shotgun. He's going to look to throw in the flat. Oh, and it's caught by Hallmark. He breaks the tackle. He's going to score.
That guy's a beast.
Yeah. Sherry almost had the pick. Arrington could not get him to the ground. He was there. And Hallmark just a bigger beast than the sophomore Arrington. And he'll score from 22 yards with 3:46 to play. Cyclones lead 13-7.
8 plays and 41 yards.
Rose will hold, and that is Stratton, the rush chairman, to kick.
That's a big play. Oh, low snap.
Yeah, it was, but they got it through.
Wow. Boys, we got a game. Let's go.
You know, we had that one snuffed out, too. We had 2 guys underneath that they read the play perfectly. Guy just floated one over the top of him.
Yep, that's right. 3:46 to go here in the first half, 14-7. I'm going to stay right here, Sean. We'll just keep on trucking.
Yeah, that score's going to post around the state.
Right.
I'm going to hear shouts of cheer around the state.
It's early.
Yeah.
Some scoring updates here.
They're tuned in. Go ahead.
Oh, you already said
No.
22-6, right?
Yeah, I think Richie talked about that.
Siloam up on Mountain Home 14-6. Panthers got life. Look at them.
Good gosh.
Van Buren leads Christian 7-3.
Wow.
That hadn't updated in a while, so I don't have an update on that one. Can't believe Christian's only scored 3 points.
I got a text from my cousin Lance Terry. They're tuned in out the loft.
Lance,
Justin Bobbitt's wedding rehearsal.
Okay.
H8 getting married.
Mr. Ketty in attendance.
Yeah,
there?
I'm wondering how they dress. If it was casual or.
I hear it was going to be casual.
Very casual.
Very. Now the chain crew down here told me earlier that the Little Rock Christian quarterback was quality player. Said they thought he was quite a bit better than the PA quarterback with less to work with.
That's the rumor for sure. That he is a good quarterback, and I've heard that from a number of sources.
22-14 with 3 minutes left in the half.
The Hogs have offered that kid, right?
From
the Christian quarterback?
Maybe.
I think I heard that.
Well, here's the kick. Greenwood in the hole here to line driver. Carnes will field it at the 16. 20, 25, 30. Bounces outside. Breaks another tackle. Trying to get to the corner. And he'll be swarmed under at the 31. It's a 15-yard return for Grant Carnes.
Grant Carnes on the return.
3:37 to go. Bulldogs trying to get out of this hole they've dug themselves.
They've got an answer right here. And Russellville owes us a turnover, too, by the way.
They certainly do. 14-0 Charleston over Boonville. Yeah, wow.
Should have stayed with it.
I know. Here's Houston. There's a slant. Kennan, 40.
Look out.
45. Steps over to the 49. That's 18 yards, and the Bulldogs are on the run here. Second catch for Kennan, 27 yards.
Houston to Kennan.
Yeah, it's got a good ring to it. Trips right. Here's Hunter Houston. Quickly in the flat, LJ. And to the Russellville 41. That's 10 yards, and the chains will move.
Dogs playing a little fire right here. Look at them.
Yeah. I think they quit messing around with all the hullabaloo and the whatever formations. They're just going back to the old bread and butter. Let's get it on here. Here's Hunter. Pump fake. Looks right, looks left. Down he goes. He got tripped up just a little bit too much time back there with the football. Is that the Hallmark guy? It is.
Sacked on the play by Ben Hallmark.
Way back at the 48.
That guy's a hallmark of this Russellville Cyclone team.
Oh, I tell you, he's on it. Tonight's the night for Richie. 2nd and 21. Hunter Houston in the shotgun. Looks to throw. Now he'll roll right as the pocket collapse. Unloads for Glover. Too high for young Jake. Robbins had a chance on the tip. 3rd and 21.
I think it was intended for Robbins.
Really? Yeah, you may be right.
Simon Sloan defending on the play.
3rd and some serious yardage here, Tim.
Right.
21.
I guess if you get inside the 40, you go. If you don't, you punt. Maybe. Let's see. 2:34 clock has stopped. They give Carnes a 10-yard cushion down here at the bottom.
Double coverage, too.
3rd and 21. Hunter Houston empties the backfield. He looks to throw. Wants to go up top. He's got Preston. Can he haul it in? He catches it down there at the 20. Oh, baby!
He's got to catch. They got to catch it.
32 yards and the chains will move. Peyton Preston catches a dime from Triple H, the quarterback.
The ball dislodged, but I think the ground caused it.
Yes. 1st and 10 at the 20. Houston in the shotgun. And he's got it. Tries Glover. He'll cut back to the left. Can he find the corner? He's given ground to try to make ground, and he loses 5 yards. His knee went down at the 25. Good pursuit by the Cyclones.
That's about the only 2 times all year I've seen that guy take a negative play. It's twice in this game.
That's right. Williamson checks in for a running back spot back there, 17. He'll come in motion. Pump fake from Hunter. Screen to Kennan. It's read well, but a missed tackle. And the 6-yard gain back to the original line is 3rd and 9. An open field tackle missed by the Cyclones. Greenwood from the 19. Hunter working quickly. He's got it rolling right. Looking for Preston. Throw it to him. Couldn't get it to him. Underneath, though, LJ's got it. First down at the 8. First and goal. Oh, baby, 11 yards.
Yeah, normally those laid over the middle are not good.
We've got a player down in the backfield. It's not Hunter. Who is that?
That's 17.
That's Williamson.
He's kind of grabbing his gourd.
Aha.
He was all the way here on the left.
He may have spun back around or may have took one in the nether regions and kind of hobbled over to that side of the field before he'd taken the dive.
Okay.
First and goal at the 9, they call it, so it's a 10-yard gain for Robbins officially. Greenwood's back up and they're on the line. Russell tried to squeeze a timeout into that injury there, but
nothing doing. Let's go.
Hunter in the shotgun. Brings Kennan in motion. Into the backfield. Glover, play action. Hunter underneath Kennan, just too high. Aiden got a hand on it, just couldn't haul it in. It was going to be an easy touchdown.
Yeah, he's going to walk in.
2nd goal to 9. 14-7 Russellville leads. If you're just joining us, a turnover is the difference in this game. The Cyclones capitalized on a Robbins fumble after a 20-yard gain. Here's Hunter Houston from the right hash. He'll empty out the backfield and put Glover into the right formation. And there's a slant to Carnes. It's caught at the 5. That'll be all. 4 yards. 3rd and goal.
Carnes Rose on the tackle. 3rd down and goal at the 6.
Oh, no.
The 6?
No. That's a terrible spot.
That is a horrible spot. A 2-yard miss? That's very strange. You don't see a 2-yard miss very often.
We're going to pad our stats here.
Right? Hunter Houston in the shotgun and play action. He'll roll right.
Got him.
Looking. Now he'll float it up. You betcha. Carnes touchdown.
That's easy.
Yep, no problem. 6 yards, and Carnes' second grab of the night. And the Bulldogs have PAT from tying this thing up with 38 seconds left. Missed a touchdown. Good morning.
69 yards, 11 plays. 4 first downs in that drive.
Great work from Hunter Houston to roll out, keep the play alive, and be patient. The kick was blocked, but it went over.
Wow.
It's fantastic. 14-14.
Tim, this might be one of them nights.
Anything Tennessee, we can do better.
That's right. We're tied at 14. Let's take a quick timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Cormac Incorporated in Greenwood is your place for all types of printing, signs, t-shirts, banners, and yard signs. And you'll also find they provide tactical supply to military, police, hunters, and fire departments. They also build emergency vehicles, and those signs and printing are priced just right. You'll find brochures, business cards, plus sports uniforms, trophies, awards, and screen printing. That's Cormac Incorporated. They're located at 210 South Coker Street in Greenwood. You could call them at 996-0520.
We welcome you back to Cyclone Stadium in Russellville, tied at 14. The Bulldogs answer the score from Russellville. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. We'll have Coach Chris Young. At halftime, the ball Barber will track him down across the way. Steinfeld's kicks up and away, and it'll be returned by Foster. Coming out of the right side, and Williams held on. Little Evan Williams, that's our shot.
Is that going to be a face mask or a hold?
Well, I don't think it was a face mask.
I didn't think it was a face mask either.
I think it was a shot of Evan Williams.
And the return man said something to the white hat. He didn't care for that much, but let's see what the penalty is. I would have thought it sure didn't look like a face mask. I wasn't really watching for a hold.
It was a hold.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the flag wasn't at the tackle spot. It was up further than that. It's immaterial, 32 seconds.
Right?
At the 11-yard line.
You take a knee and go in thinking you're lucky stars, don't you?
I do. Don't risk a turnover here, although they do owe us one. Yeah, victory formation.
And that's the final.
They'll take a knee. Bulldogs with no timeouts. We hadn't accomplished a thing. Maybe some extracurricular out there. Sure like seeing 88 in there telling us about it.
14, Greenwood 14.
Well, the in-house PA guys already called the score with 12 seconds left, so
they could snap it legally right now.
Well, there'll be too many men on the field.
Oh, yeah, slightly.
There's the horn. The ball barber's got Coach Chris Young.
Hey, Coach, came out, got us started early, and then we kind of got a little sluggish as the quarter went on.
Yeah, made too many mistakes, dropped balls. I think we dropped 4 passes already. Of course, a big fumble. Give up, we changed personnel on punt, and that was my fault. Make a big, huge mistake there. Luckily, defense stopped them. But I think we've been reading about ourselves in the paper too much, and this is a good football team we're playing. There's a reason they've won 4 in a row. We better come out and play better in the second half.
Hey, thanks a lot, Coach.
Oh, what a great statement.
I like that.
What a great statement. He may have capped the running in mud. That was a good one. We've been reading ourselves in the paper
too much. I like that. That's old school.
You bet.
Well, we've had some one-handed efforts. That's kind of the thing that's a little bit disheartening is attitude and efforts, which you can control. And we've had a couple guys go after a couple one-handed passes, and I know they know that they're better than that. So when they catch them, it's fantastic if you have to, but just a short arm one or something, I think that's what gets your coach a little fired up at times.
Certainly. And then, of course, he talked about the fumble. We saw a fumble last week. Carnes put one on the deck. And then tonight, Robinson's fumble. So that's kind of got us behind the 8 ball. Russellville gets the football to start the third quarter. So the defense will have to answer again when we get going here in 25 minutes or so. 14-14. We'll total up what first half numbers that we have up here, unofficial numbers, and we'll bring them to you after our timeout here at halftime. Greenwood 14, Russellville 14. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Right now at Randall Ford, we have over 30 certified pre-owned in stock, ready to be sold. We have over 25 used vehicles under $10,000. Cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, all makes and models. All inventory goes through a 115-point safety inspection. All vehicles come with warranty. All vehicles are sanitized with hospital-grade disinfectants. Plus, we have special financing and no payment for 90 days. Stop in today. Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers, or online 24/7 at randallford.com.
Enhance your home with new hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl plank, or carpet with Fort Smith's premier experts, Best Floors. At Best Floors, we've earned our name by providing quality brands and expert installation for your home, business, or rental property. We treat our customers like our friends and neighbors, from making selections until the job is finished. Visit our showroom for the best selections in the River Valley, or visit us online to explore flooring options and schedule a free estimate. It doesn't get any better than Best. Best Floors in Fort Smith.
Cub Cadet owners know the joy of doing their own yard work and of having the strongest equipment, like the new Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series, the strongest, most comfortable lawn tractors ever built, backed by the strongest warranty, and robust Cub Cadet commercial and residential zero-turn riders with lap bar or steering wheel control, plus industry-leading signature Cut Series walk-behind mowers. Stop by your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Myers Mower and Tiller, at 5109 Wheeler Avenue, for expert advice, superior service, and exceptional offers.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
We're Shelter Insurance. We view life insurance a little differently.
We think the most thoughtful gift you can give your family doesn't come with a bow.
We know that a life should be measured by more than just dollars and cents. And we know you'll love the peace of mind life insurance gives you.
We're the people behind the shield.
Shelter Insurance, for your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Phil Hicks in Greenwood.
Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC in Charleston are unloading every week. To see what is arriving next, you can visit hugm.com, HUGGM.com. The Hug family has made car buying an enjoyable experience for over 80 years in their spacious showroom in Charleston. Don't pay too much on your next vehicle. See the Hug team where you don't pay extra dock or prep fees. Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC on Main Street in Charleston. Hometown sales and service since 1937.
Formac Incorporated in Greenwood is your place for all types of printing, signs, T-shirts, banners, and yard signs. And you'll also find they provide tactical supply to military, police, hunters, and fire departments. They also build emergency vehicles, and those signs and printing are priced just right. You'll find brochures, business cards, plus sports uniforms, trophies, awards, and screen printing. That's Formac Incorporated. They're located at 210 South Coker Street in Greenwood. You could call them at 996-0520.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
Enhance your home with new hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl plank, or carpet with Fort Smith's premier experts, Best Floors. At Best Floors, we've earned our name by providing quality brands and expert installation for your home, business, or rental property. We treat our customers like our friends and neighbors, from making selections until the job is finished. Visit our showroom for the best selections in the River Valley, or visit us online to explore flooring options and schedule a free estimate. It doesn't get any better than Best. Best Floors in Fort Smith.
What happened to paying one price and getting everything included? You buy an airline ticket and pay extra to bring a change of clothes, book a hotel room, and you're shelling out for Wi-Fi and overpriced bottled water. Really? Imagine my delight when I found out roadside assistance is now included with my shelter insurance auto policy. So if I get a flat tire and need a jump, I just call and they take care of me. There's no additional cost, but some restrictions apply.
See Phil Hicks in Greenwood.
And we welcome you back to Russellville, Arkansas. The lower River Valley, if you will. The old stomping grounds for Meat and I, a couple of Wonder Boys, ATU alums.
Yep.
Yeah. 14-14. Bulldogs and Cyclones hooked up here in a 6A West battle. And as we talked about, you know, we kept saying this team always gets pretty hungry against this. The numbers are skewed as far as score and record, but these guys always get ready to play a battle. This is a newer coaching staff with Coach Dave Wheeler at the helm down here, and he's got everybody on the same page clicking here and there. You know, and it's a funny thing, I can remember when was it Pulaski Academy or was down here earlier, like the first conference game week.
Yep.
And there was a halftime score. It was like 21-14 or something. We're like, wow, Russell's hanging in there.
Yep.
That's what you're getting here. They're up. You'll see here in the second half if the cream will rise to the top or if Greenwood's going to just kind of ho-hum through this, try to get a win, and looking forward to Pulaski Academy. So you got to bear down, and Coach Young will have the guys ready. He'll get them fired up over there in the locker room.
Yeah, I kind of would like to go to that locker room right now. So I think he's going to go octave 9 on him.
Didn't have Richie sneak in there and go hot mic.
Hot mic. Hey, Richie's talking about, man, I may miss next week. I don't want to get fired.
Right?
My job.
I mean, we're on the internet, so it's not like there's an FCC regulating this deal.
No, but I'm thinking Coach Young might not appreciate that.
Well, that's true. First half numbers for Hunter Houston, the Greenwood quarterback, 22 of 28 for 205 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns. And, yep, they were both to the touchdown maker. Grant Carnes, who caught 9 footballs for 56 yards, a 2-yard and a 6-yard touchdown. Aiden Kennan caught 3 balls for 33 yards, the senior. L.J. Robbins had 5 receptions for 49 yards. And Peyton Preston had 3 grabs for 61 yards. Both the running backs, Glover and Williamson, had a catch, but they're both for negative yards, -3 and -1. Running the football, Jake ran it 5 times for 8 yards.
8 yards.
And then 1 carry for Carnes out of the wild dog, Carnes dog.
Down on the goal line.
Yeah,
no
0.
gain.
No gain. So
Greenwood, 11 first downs that first half, Russellville 7. Greenwood penalized twice for 20 yards, and Russellville was not penalized.
we talk about LJ had a little fumble there too, but that's a turnover, but also getting the fake punts, almost a second turnover, letting them get that fake punt, keep a drive alive.
Yep, we saw a fumble and a fake punt. We saw a little bit of everything, but really Greenwood only had the ball 4, and Russellville had it 3. I really don't count that one before half. So
no.
A lot of long drives that burn up a lot of clock, so not a whole lot of possessions by either team that first half.
Charleston 28, Boonville 7 at the half.
All right, Boonville coming back. They better get going.
We all had Boonville picked in that game, just so you know, me and Ball Barber.
Yeah, and I fished on y'all and changed it.
You did. He had Charleston, and then he bailed out and flipped the script.
But that game's not over yet.
No, and it's at Boonville, so I'm sure that there's a shield or a Holloway or somebody officiating that game down there.
You know, there was the coach at Charleston's an old Boonville guy.
Yeah, Ricky May.
For a while, and they love him, and he just really wanted that job, and when he didn't get it, he kind of went off to Walden for a while and then went over to Charleston or vice versa, however it all worked out. But he's familiar with that program, familiar with that scheme, so, you know, they've probably actually been practicing that for a little bit. So
yes.
Here's some halftime scores here. PA 29, Greenbrier 14. They're probably saying the same thing down there. They're figuring PA should have them blown out by now.
Right.
Mountain Home 16, Siloam 14, Little Rock Christian 13, Van Buren 7. And we are week 8 in football season. You know, by week 8, kids are banged up. You know, they're hurting, and everybody kind of knows what everybody's doing now. So week 8, 9, 10, you know, it's football season, boys.
Yep. It's down to it. And you heard me telling Coach Young this is kind of the meat and potatoes of the schedule these last 4 weeks. And we talked about this being a trap game. I mean, we got up for Lake Hamilton. We shut them out. I was talking to Mickey Duval, their broadcaster for the Russellville, and he just couldn't believe we shut them out. And, you know, I said, you just stop 5 and number 1. You kind of got them. I mean, it seemed like they had a third guy there for a few years. That kind of was an extra wrinkle. But really, those two guys are their breadwinners this year. We shut both of them down. And so here we are in Russellville now. And this Daniels kid, we talked about, he's had 5 straight games and rushing for 100 yards. I don't have his numbers, but he's probably close to that tonight.
Yeah, he's a quality back. He hits that hole hard and runs hard. This big utility player they got, I don't know that we got an answer for him yet. He's gotten 2 critical 4th downs for him, and I don't have his weight and height. But he's not little. Let's put it that way.
Well, my man Kevin Lee's got us tuned in. He said that Boonville's got a bunch of players out for disciplinary reasons. I like that from Doc Crowley.
Let's
go.
know,
we've seen some kids down there in Boonville kind of act up, off the field before, and Crowley says, I don't care how big this game is. You're going to play by my rules. And so Doc putting the foot down.
Yeah.
Like it.
Good.
For sure.
Yeah, that seems to be missing sometimes in today's society.
Right.
And usually when that happens, the teams react in a positive way.
You know, sometimes you come out in a game like this, and kind of change subject a little bit, but you'll watch the other team come out, and they'll have them well scouted. They'll know what gaps they want to run, what personnel they want to attack, and they'll do that early. And then as Greenwood watches the film on it and sees what's going on, then we get to change our eyes a little bit, and then we make the adjustments. That's typically where our coaches really shine. We're always really well prepared, but just to counterpunch the other team's best punch, we come out and do what we do every week, and then they throw their best punches, and what happens in the second half is usually where it tells the tape.
Well, I'm thinking, if they completed one pass, was that the tip touchdown?
Yeah, I guess that was it.
Two passes.
Yeah, the little floating, little fade route over here, yeah.
So the threat there, throwing the ball is not there. So Coach Gill's in there going, okay, guys, here's what we're going to do. He's pretty good at this stuff. So,
right on. Mark Anderson's got us tuned in. Appreciate it, brother. Always listening in on the Friday nights for these Greenwood Bulldogs. I thought I had another score somewhere, but I've seen North Little Rock's up on North Side, 17-7.
Oh, Bryant and Cabot are playing this week. Bryant leads them 10-7.
There you go.
That's a premier matchup in the state. Top two teams, top three team. I think Cabot may be 3.
Yeah, something like that.
Of course, PA's up there too, right? They're 4. You got to put them in there. Bulldogs are like 6, I think.
And I guess we don't roll our eyes at PA being ranked anymore because they're 6A now. It used to be kind of funny when they were 4A and 5A. Like, are we really going to rank them up there with the big boys? But they're playing some big boy football.
They are, and they're ranked.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
I mean, we can't say since we're up there, you can't really snub your nose at PA.
Well, them Northside Grizzlies are hanging with North Little Rock. They're only trailing 10-7.
Yeah, I think it's 17-7. I just saw an update. But yeah, obviously we're trying to keep ourselves from looking towards next week. Pulaski Academy coming to Greenwood, where we've never beaten them. By the way, they're 2-0 on our turf.
How many teams are? What is the win total? Is ahead, a positive at Smith Robinson?
Well, there's probably. I would say
is that the only one?
Yeah, I would say that's it. I mean, the only other ones you could possibly throw in there would be a non-conference deal where we've only played it a couple of times. But even Harbor, we've came back and avenged that loss at home.
Cersei beat us there back in the day, but that was just one.
Yeah, we've
not too many people's beaten Greenwood twice on their home field.
Yeah, versus no losses. Warren and Fayetteville are the only ones that have a winning record. Warren came in a playoff. Yeah,
Warren came in there one time.
Yes,
yeah, and they smoked us pretty good. Coach Peacock was there.
Joe Buffkin, Nathan Stamper on the cameras tonight. Jonathan Vaughn helping out with the boys on our production crew with Brian Vaughn and Sean Holland producing, directing, and engineering. And it's an engineering marvel down here.
I was going to say, Sean and his crew work their magic here. They got cords running here all the way out the river and back.
Yeah, a few years back we had to do this. Brian and them set up down there in the parking lot, and that's where they're down below us under the press box. We just thrown some cords over. I may rappel after the game down.
Gosh,
will the cords
really?
hold me?
No.
They won't.
No, we're not doing
that.
So
I'm not going to rappel.
No. They won't. Don't do that.
Sean answered promptly. No, they will not.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, all right, boys. Let's take another time out. We'll pay some bills. And then we will come back and get you ready for the second half. We're in for a ball game here. And it may end up 42-14.
Yep. Right now it's tied up.
Right. So and hopefully Greenwood's on the winning end of that prediction. But we'll see if the Bulldogs can come out with a little more swagger and get their head in the right place. You heard Coach Young right before halftime say, we've been reading about ourselves in the paper a little bit too much. And that's a great comment. So we'll be here for it, and we are going to bring you an exciting second half here from Russellville after one more timeout. 14-14 is the score at half. Greenwood and the Cyclones. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Randall Ford is excited to announce their state-of-the-art mobile service van, stocked with all the latest tools and technology needed to service your vehicle. Everything from oil changes, warranty repair, battery, software updates, brake jobs, and so much more. All is done with your convenience and safety in mind. We'll come to your office or home to provide professional service the Randall Ford way. Stop by today at Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or check us out online 24/7. RandallFord.com. Ford, the #1 selling brand in America.
Enhance your home with new hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl plank, or carpet with Fort Smith's premier experts, Best Floors. At Best Floors, we've earned our name by providing quality brands and expert installation for your home, business, or rental property. We treat our customers like our friends and neighbors, from making selections until the job is finished. Visit our showroom for the best selections in the River Valley, or visit us online to explore flooring options and schedule a free estimate. It doesn't get any better than Best Floors in Fort Smith.
We are back here in Russellville. You know, and meeting you just talking about the pass interference that never was there, and then the ball deflected and it was caught by a Cyclone receiver. Much unbeknownst to anybody but the side judge down there. He's
the only one saw the touchdown.
We were all looking at the penalty, and it was obvious pass interference, and by golly, the ball tipped up and was caught in the end zone.
Well, I've had several requests to, have the guys replay that thing and make sure there was a touchdown. I think Russellville's coach saw it and the back judge saw it, and that was it.
Right. So that's another fortunate break for the Cyclones.
So do you feel good about the call and the penalty on the kickoff if you read that?
Certainly do. I got a text with the ruling officially.
And I read that, and I was like, okay. It's just odd. I don't remember them calling it like that back in the day. But
it says something about, I don't know where it's at in the rule book. Article 2. If an opponent on the scoring team commits a foul other than unsportsmanlike, well, that wasn't the scoring team. If the opponent of the scoring team commits a foul other than unsportsmanlike or a non-player foul during a down in which a touchdown is scored, so pass interference qualifies. Okay. It was a down where a touchdown was scored, and there's not a change in possession during the down, which there was no fumble. I guess Team A may accept the results of the play and choose enforcement of the penalty on the extra point try or the subsequent kickoff.
So there you go. I stand corrected.
Yeah, so the ruling was correct.
Wow. It just didn't feel right for some reason.
I agree, because you would think you just decline it or accept it.
Yep. And no coach is going to accept the penalty and take the touchdown.
Right, off the board, sure.
I just wonder if that was a change made not forever ago.
It's just you don't usually see it with a touchdown being scored, really. I don't know. But it was a correct rule. Now, the spot down here and the missed hold that was obvious, I'm not going to praise the officiating. That's just against, we can't do that.
It's not allowed.
Right.
You're going to get penalized for even doing that.
We talked to Brandy Ballard at the volleyball game last night, who's the floor official for the Greenwood Alma volleyball game Tuesday night. And, he was saying that he hopes we don't get on him too much on the air. So I think we got him next week with PA.
Well, you didn't get on him at the game, did you?
Did not. I hollered at Richie once. He's a line judge over in the corner, and I said if he had one more eye, he'd be a Cyclops.
Yeah, but you know him like y'all are friends.
True.
Right?
It's a pretty good match. We beat Alma. And then the ladies lost to Greenbrier last night in 5 sets. Greenwood still has the 1 seed in the volleyball tournament. They play Greene County Tech on the 25th. That tournament's at Greenbrier, by the way. They're at the Panther Pavilion. Go ahead, Richie.
Yeah, we were friends until then. Greenwood's got a pretty good squad. The East is traditionally loaded up, and with the additions of Valley View and a few other schools on that side, that's going to be really tough. Greenwood and Greenbrier is going to carry the torch for the West. Other than that, we're fairly soft as far as the West goes. But Valley View, Jonesboro, I think somebody said Marion may be down a little bit, but Marion traditionally is pretty strong. So it ought to be some good volleyball down there at Greenbrier. If anybody's in Central Part of State next week, get a chance to go down there and check them out.
Yeah, it was fun watching them play. I got the MC the senior night, and I thank Coach Jennifer Golden for asking me to do that. Of course, she had a senior in the ceremony, so who her husband Tim usually does the announcing there, but we'll let them enjoy it with the kid.
I think she was getting you back for all these halftime interviews you made her do.
Yeah, probably. She did get a little emotional with her daughter there on senior night. I told her to pull herself together. We got a ball game. It's Alma. We don't have time for tears.
That's right. Well, you think about volleyball coach and how good a coach she is. You only get to play 6 at one time, and she has bukus over on the bench.
It's tough.
It's tough to keep everybody
happy
and hooked up and contributing and trying to get playing time for everybody.
Yep.
That's how good a coach she is.
Now, she subs a lot. I don't recall ever seeing someone sub as much as she did, at least Tuesday night. But, the rotation's good. The Maya McCoy girl's just an unreal volleyball player. I believe she's a junior. She's just magical to watch. But they got a lot of talent on the team, Larkin Luke.
Well, and there's more talent coming. Wife and I went over there last week, got in on some action on some of the younger, the JV girls. And, they get angry at that ball. It's wonderful. It's fun to watch.
Yes.
If you've never been to a volleyball game, you might ease over there and get you one.
Well, this season's done for as far as
at
at home, yeah. But you're more than welcome to go to Greenbrier and watch the state tournament.
Well, and they'll suit up again next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? And hopefully be down to the Hot Springs in a few. I guess the finals are back down at the Bank OZK or whatever it's called now.
A pretty neat little environment there in the volleyball gym.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's
nice.
It's like the old new gym where we played basketball.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets raucous in there. The student section is great.
All right, we got a kickoff.
Greenwood's going to kick to Russellville, and that is Foster going back deep.
And they've been kicking to him every time, right?
Steinfeld's kicking, they have. And we're underway. Bulldogs kicking from left to right, and Foster from the 15. 20, 25, 30. He stood up there. Sleepy Zitzman on the stop. Boy, do I like Zach Zitzman. Triple Z. Sleepy. I got to meet that kid. He's a sophomore, isn't he? Yes. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about our job, if you will.
We don't get to see their faces. Yeah.
It's just like Jake Glover. We're talking about him. He could kick me in the face right now. I would have no idea who he is.
Well, if he had his jersey on, you'd know.
I would, yeah. Been that way for a long time, though.
That's true.
All right, here's D.A. Reed in the shotgun. Look like we're going to probably see a dose of Daniels. He gets the call dead ahead with the running room. Williams kind of rode him to the ground, but a nice gain on first down of 8 yards. Evan Williams on the stop. Archer came to help out. They marked him back at the 38.
Had a knee down.
So it's 2nd and 3. Just underway here in the third quarter. 6A West, Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, the ball barber. Here's Reed in the shotgun. Brings some motion from left to right. And Daniels again around the right end.
Nope.
Got him that time. Loss on the play. Was that Taylor got in there initially?
Yeah, Taylor. Is that 40?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, wow. Taylor's been playing really good. They say he's got a really good motor. He's being held on the play, too.
He's been awesome tonight. Logan Taylor. He's a senior, 6 foot, 225. 3rd down and 4, a loss of 1 on the play.
They say he's really good in the weight room. So he's a workout machine.
Well, let's see what they can do right here on 3rd and long. Daniels, play action in the flat at Hallmark. They double teamed him, and the Bulldogs thought right. Storm Sherry says, "Sit down, fella." Oh, baby.
Or will they punt? Yeah, they're going to punt.
And they sold out. I mean, it's either been 1 or 8 or 9 there. And so Sherry says, "I'm going to go tackle number 9 whether he gets the football or not." And they did throw to him. And great job defensively if they punt it. Hallmark is back to punt now. Robbins back at the 30. Bulldogs hoping to get this ball right here on a quick 3 and out. The punt's away. Robbins tries to run to his left and get it, but it'll get a good bounce for the Russellville Cyclones and be down at the 22-yard line. And that's where Greenwood will set up shop. 1st down and 10. Let's see. Same bruisers coming out. Looks like we've got up front Stein and Webb over here on the right side. Shortest at center. You've got Little Taylor in there, Cody at left guard, and then Coop Young out at right or left tackle. 2 to the right, 2 to the left for Hunter Houston. Here we go. First offensive possession. Hunter, slant route to Kennan. And Aiden just dropped it. Boy, I can't.
Very uncharacteristic.
Certainly is.
Well, he had running room, too.
22 of 28 with 2:05 in the first half for Hunter.
5 drops.
Yep. That's the 5th drop.
Wow.
Aiden kicking himself. You can see him running back into formation. 2nd and 10. Houston looks left the whole way. Unloads to no one. And a quick 0 for 2 start for Houston. Greenwood in danger of a quick 3 and out. I see Noah Chaser checking in. Chaser still trying to get back on track ever since the cheap shot from that Mountain Home player a few weeks back. He's still just trying to the cobwebs knocked out. I don't blame him. It's a tough one. Punt return and get smoked like that. Here's 3rd and 10. Houston wants to throw. Has time, unloads, and Robbins has it caught. First down at the 35. They call it the 34, so it's 12 yards, and the chains will move. That's a long throw, Meade, all the way across the field.
Yeah, all the way from the other hash, and Greenwood going quickly.
Trips left now to the wide side. Jake Glover gets the call. Trying to bounce it outside.
Nope.
Nice
Wow.
defensive tackle there by Hallmark. He's the one-man wrecking crew right now. Loss of 2.
He's got a bunch of tackles tonight.
Twins right, twins left. Houston, play action, rolls right. Looks, there's Robbins, got him. First down at the 45 and out of bounds at midfield. That is 15 yards and the chains move. LJ with back-to-back fantastic catches to move the sticks.
Yeah, Hunter waiting for him to clear and come open across the field there. Nice.
Trips left. Houston gives to Glover. This time he cuts out to the right. Now he bulls his way good.
There we
That's
go.
5 yards for Glover, getting some of those negatives back.
Jake Glover on the carry. Gain of 5.
Trips again left for Greenwood. Houston quickly to Glover. Cuts back and gets to the 43. It's 2 yards. Velasquez on the stop for Russellville. 3rd and 3. They've got to get to the 40 of Russellville.
Big down here. Let's go.
Houston in the shotgun, 4-down territory. Glover gets the call. Cuts up, and he's got it. First down to the 39. He got 4 yards. Beautiful. Little trickery there. I think they were for sure thinking we're going to pass. And Coach went one more time to the well with Jake Glover. Houston gets the troops set, and here we go. Empty backfield for Hunter. Hunter looking left. Unloads. There's Glover all alone. The 35. Shaking and baking. Gets to the 30, and he's 9 yards. Hunter Houston's throwing the pill around right now, guys. I don't know why more colleges aren't on this kid. He is a dandy signal caller. If he can stay healthy, maybe that's one of the only drawbacks I could think of. Glover gets the call. Dead ahead. First down to the 25. Steps through 20. Thought he was going to get daylight. He'll find the 19. It's 12 yards for Jake Glover. Woo. First down, Greenwood. Twins right, twins left from the left hash. Houston quickly. Slant. Kennan caught that one to 15. Drags his man to the 12. He got 7 yards. And now the Bulldogs settling in.
Davis is in, running back.
Nice. Braden Davis, hadn't seen him in a while. And Coach has got to get a timeout for Russellville. They tried to sub in a whole new defense. The Bulldogs going so fast. We're going to get him with about 13 or 14 men on the field.
Well, and the beauty of that is if you don't substitute as an offense, the defense can't substitute. But if you do substitute a player, they have their opportunity to substitute.
That's exactly right. So it's 2nd and 3, and we'll stay right here.
Yeah, I find it interesting here, and I know we're spoiled as being Greenwood fans, but our Greenwood fans are awesome. Well, it's tied here in the 3rd quarter, and everybody over here in Russellville is just kind of sitting here. The student section's standing. They're not doing anything. Well, at Greenwood, our student, the G unit down there is going nuts. I mean, I'm just saying, is it not somber here? It's 14-14.
Well, is it fool's gold?
I don't know, but
you can't.
They're not helping.
Well, you can't be complacent. Just say, "Well, we tied them for half." That's a moral victory. I agree with you, Meeks.
Man, come on.
Yep.
This is a big game. Let's go.
It's huge. 2nd and 3. Here's Hunter Houston in the shotgun. Twins right. Little stutter step motion from Aiden, and he gives to Glover, looking for a hole. He ducks under to the 11. He got 2 yards. Greenwood quickly up to the line. 3rd and 2. And flags fly. Were we not set?
He's off to the races.
False start. Going too fast, Tim.
I guess we didn't get set. So that moves it back to the 16th, 3rd and 7. Got to get it inside the 10. Carnes is checked back in. We'll see if he gets any attention over there on the far sidelines, top of your screen. Here's Hunter. Rolls right, away from Carnes. Now underneath, it's picked off. Threw it right to the wrong team. And he's not going to go. Carnes will flag him down. Wow. But it's intercepted by 32, Darren Thomas. And that one was telegraphed a bit by Hunter Houston. His first interception in a while, I believe. Another turnover, and Russellville stops the Greenwood drive. That got the crowd alive.
Yeah, that woke them up.
7:07 to go.
I was wanting to know where were they at on that last defensive stand.
Right.
Ouch.
He may have eyeballed Carnes just a little bit too much. Looked right the whole way. Carnes coming around on an in route. And broke on the route. Good defense for Russellville. Here's D.A. Reed back at it for the Clones. Daniels hasn't got it in a minute, and he'll probably get this one. He does. Archer tried to get him early on. Sherry cleans up the mess. The 48-yard line is 2nd and 7.
Last drive, 65 yards in 12 plays. 4 first downs, ending in an interception.
How fast is Catch Archer getting off the line? He's almost taken the handoff a couple of times.
He's going to get one here in a minute.
Right? 2nd and 7. Daniels again.
Ooh.
Garner came in, and then we got a shot of Evan Williams and Logan Taylor.
I think we felt that up here in the box. Nasty.
Oh, baby. 3rd and 6. I mean, we're playing football out there, just not scoring. Russellville trying to keep this drive alive at their own 49. Shotgun for D.A. Reed. He's a junior signal caller. Gives to Daniels. Trying to find a hole. Nothing doing. Garner will grab him. And the ball came loose. Archer says, we've got it. Greenwood says we've got it. The officials say we've got it.
Wow.
Oh, we got a fumble back. Caleb Garner came out of there with the loose ball. And the Bulldogs get one of the turnovers repaid. And it'll be Greenwood's football at their own 49-yard line.
The whistle hadn't sounded. Now, you could argue for progression was stopped, but
Greenwood's offense, both teams' offense on the field is pretty funny.
Well, let them go at it.
Yeah, right. Let's see if their offense can stop ours and vice versa. The ball spotted at the 48. And
he just marked 4th down.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
There weren't no whistles till the ball was on the ground. I can promise you that.
I agree with that. That's 2 that's been overturned.
Wow. So 4th and 3. They're going to bring on the punt team. Robbins will drop back, and
you almost have to punt that. It's like, okay, I better punt it.
Yeah, I just got one break.
Yep.
And now the officials come in and Hallmark, the punter, is going to come up and talk to a receiver, probably for no reason.
I would argue the forward progression was stopped, but the whistle had not blown.
Right. So here we go on 4th down. Let's see if Hallmark kicks it. He does. High punt. Robbins, fair catch, and caught at the 13. So it's Greenwood's ball anyway. It would have been nice to have been in midfield, but this will pad Hunter Houston's stats. Now, Greenwood's got to quit messing around here. Let's go.
You know, that last ball is probably the worst one he's thrown all year. He's very, very good.
Yes. All right, Triple H in the shotgun. Greenwood's got it 1st and 10 at the 12. He caught the fair catch. Pump fake, screen pass. Robbins, running room, 15, 20, far side. Inside a block to the 25, out of the 27. He got 15 yards. And here come the Bulldogs quickly on the move.
Well, that was well blocked downfield.
Yes, Robbins coming up on the 100-yard receiving mark. Houston in the shotgun, wants to throw. Has time, unloads up top. Can Carnes find it? He could not. Incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Stratton defending on the play.
Yeah, good no call there.
Right. Stratton was a defense. 2nd and 10. Greenwood's ready to go. Here we are. Rolling right, and there's a flag. And they unload, and oh, what a catch from Peyton Preston at the 38-yard line. Where's he spotting that?
I thought he was at the 38.
He was even near the 37. But it may not matter as the flag is on the ground, maybe against Greenwood. 2nd and 10. This side judge over here is not very good.
That's that young kid that we had down there at Greenwood a couple weeks ago.
Illegal shift against
Illegal shift.
5 yards.
So the coach is yelling what he wants in his ear over here, and the young kid's throwing the flag. And I don't really care about the flag. I don't even look for illegal shift, but the spot was horrendous. To no avail, the penalty moves it back to the 22, and it's 2nd down and 15. Here's Houston rolling right, pump fakes, trouble coming. He'll unload, and Kennan was in the area. Incomplete. 3rd and 15.
PA extends their lead 36-14.
36-14. Wasden's in Cedarville listed. Appreciate it, Chris. Here's 3rd and 15.
Got him.
Up top, Carnes. Caught at the 50, 40, 30. Adios, amigo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mr. Touchdown. Oh, baby. 78 yards. Hunter Houston to Grant Carnes. And the Bulldogs get the lead with 4:45. Up top, Carnes.
Well, that's a quick answer.
Yes, sir. 3rd touchdown grab for Carnes tonight. He leads the state, I believe, in touchdown receptions coming into tonight. And the 2 best receivers in the state will go head-to-head next week, regardless of the records. Looks like Brett Wood will hold. Jack Edwards snap. Steinfeld's kicks right down Highway 7. 21-14, Bulldogs with the lead. 4:45 to go. Number 3 catches number 3. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
Carnes with a 72-yard touchdown reception. You saw the speed. Bulldogs lead 21-0. And here we go with the kick. Fielded by Foster at the 11, far side to the 20, 25, and he's hit at the 30, stood up there, fell forward. No whistles have blown for some reason. He got up and ran. I don't blame him.
I don't guess they blow whistles when they're down. They're very late.
We sure didn't hear one from up here.
Well, he was down twice.
Right. 21-14. Well, this is, you need to get a stop. You need to get up 2 scores. That takes away any sort of third-party shenanigans you might think are there. A player on Glendon for Russellville, and D.A. Reed in the shotgun. And they'll stick to the game plan. Daniels trying the left side. Hits the hole hard, and then he's hit hard. Trying to cut up in there. Cash Archer and Evan Williams.
Heard that one up here, too.
Boy. Cash playing at defensive end. Will we see him move to linebacker maybe next year? He's size-wise, but he's a dominant up there as a sophomore, that in front line. Play action. D.A. wants to throw. Now tucks and runs, and he's in deep trouble. And down he goes. Oh, baby! A shot of Evan Williams.
Swarming defense.
3rd and 8 at the 35. And a little panic time here.
Yeah, like, Coach, what do we call here? What are we doing here? They're going to have to throw?
Well, you'd think so.
Here goes the old INT.
It's either 1 or 9. Find them. Reed in the shotgun looking to throw. He'll roll right now, unload down the field, and the ball's not there. But they're going to throw this flag. They are not. Thought we might have had some face guarding, but it was not. And incomplete 4th and 8.
Shocked they didn't call
I agree.
that one.
I agree.
4th down and 8.
So, punt time. That was Skaggs out there, Braden Skaggs on the defensive play.
Saw that.
And just maybe got his head turned around at the last moment, we'll say. So keep an eye on this Hallmark guy. He's had one fake punt. That one's a kick with a low line drive. LJ will let get by him, and he'll let it down at the 15. So Greenwood 85 yards from pay dirt. With a lead now 21-14. He'd sure like to see him extended here with 3:18 to go in the third quarter.
Well, Tim, your Bombers have come back. They're leading Siloam 23-14. And Little Rock Christians went ahead of Van Buren 20-7.
Wow.
Both of those in the third.
All right. I wouldn't mind seeing Van Buren win that game. Give Christian an extra law. Well, I guess Lake Hamilton's already beat Christians. Here's Jake Glover. Gets the call. Off tackle to the left. He'll get 2 yards. That's it. 2nd and 8. My Aunt Martha and Uncle Tony got us tuned in. Appreciate you guys.
Injury timeout.
Got a cyclone down?
Yeah.
I tell you what, let's take a break here. Check on our injured player. Looks like it might be number 7. Javian Velasquez. He's been in on some defensive plays for Russellville. So 2nd and 8 for Greenwood at their own 17-yard line. Take a quick break. Bulldogs up by 7 on Russellville. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
Oh, how could you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
They do. I'm one happy camper.
Maybe that's the reason so many people come to Shelter for their car insurance. We have great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. To find an agent near you, go to shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Phil Hicks in Greenwood.
Get more muscle for your money with the Magnum Zero-Turn Mower from Dixie Chopper. The Magnum series comes equipped with up to 25 horsepower engine options to power you at up to 4.1 acres per hour. With 50 and 60-inch deck width options, the Magnum is perfect for even the toughest mowing job. Dixie Chopper's Magnum is the highest quality residential mower in the market, packing speed, power, and performance with a 3-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Visit Myers Mower and Tiller at 5109 Wheeler Avenue and get more muscle for your money.
We welcome you back to Russellville and Cyclone Stadium. Bulldogs lead 21-14. The ball barber all alone in the south end zone.
I won't be alone for long. We went twice over the last 2 drives to Carnes on the sideline. If they're not going to run a safety over the top, we're going to keep doing that. The first time we went for a straight fly route right down the sideline. The defender, number 12, did a great job just standing in front of him. Second time we put a little wrinkle on it, run a little skinny post, got in behind him real quick. You can't stop it.
Well, we talked about that in pregame. You know, Coach said the best thing about it is our other receivers are so good you can't double team him, really. 2nd and 8, and we're putting a 5th receiver in the route with Glover. Here's the wheel route, and it was covered well. Underneath, Carnes dropped one. You don't see that very often.
Okay.
3rd and 8.
Slippery ball out there. Got a wet ball.
Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Preston had broke free down here on this bottom side. Hunter already stepped up in the pocket and went into just a little bit of panic mode before he had to take off and run. Here's 3rd and 8, Hunter. Looking, wanted Kennan, couldn't get it to him. Now looking for somebody on the scramble route. Went up top to Carnes, almost made an awesome catch. Had to climb the ladder, but nobody home. And 4th and 8, Greenwood's got a punt. Or do they?
Uh-oh.
An injured player, Hunter Houston's
He's
out over
way out of bounds, too.
Way over here on the sidelines, out of bounds. Didn't see if he was hit or if it was just him going down. He's been fighting a little bit of injury. He's up and hobbling. Doubles over as he got back out onto the field of play. Kelby comes over with the rest of the Greenwood training staff. Shoulder pad is ripped off of his shirt. Coach Young probably wondering how far out of bounds he might have been hit. Well, we, of course, took our eye off of it as the ball was thrown.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
And so I would assume we'll have Kane Archer getting dialed up and ready on alert 5. He's already throwing the pill around over there on the sidelines. 4th and 8, so Nelms on to punt. Foster's back standing at his own 45. 2:41 to go. We'll write that down when
4th down and 8.
Houston went out in the third quarter. And the kick's away. It's a good one. Foster fields at the 45 to the Greenwood side of midfield, and Mackey stands him up.
Blow the whistle.
Finally, they do. Good job of Mackey to hang in there and hold on until his mates came to help. They gave him the 47-yard line. Russellville in plus territory at the Greenwood 47, trying to tie this game up. Here's the Cyclones. D.A. Reed out at shotgun with Tracy Daniels flanking to his left.
Looking for a little trickery on this possession.
Play action. They throw the out route in the flat. Boom. We've got a shot of Evan Williams. Oh, baby. Jesus.
Hello. That's one of them ear hole hits.
Peyton Harrison says, man, let's scrap that play, coach.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
They got this linebacker dude that's coming down the line and just smoked me.
Golly.
2nd and 9. Reed in the shotgun. Yeah, Daniels gets the call. And he'll have good gain to the Greenwood 41. McCusker, Williams, Taylor in there.
Skaggs in. Arrington out.
Evan runs over the sideline. It's like, I can't believe you're going to make me run all the way over here, and just tackles very angrily.
3rd and 4 for Russellville at the Greenwood 41. 4 down territory maybe here for the Clones. Reed in the shotgun. And he'll give to Daniels, and he'll cut back away from Archer. Hit a burst, and away he goes. Daniels to the house. 41 yards, and the PAT away from tying this thing up with 1:13 to go. Greenwood just kind of split the seas for him, and away he went.
Yeah, he's quality running back.
Yes.
That's a unique counter right there.
Yep, he cut back to the right against the flow.
Well, they keep running away from Cash Archer. He looks Cash in the eye. When Cash goes up, he goes the other way. I don't blame him. Extra points up and good.
Tied it up again.
1:13 left in the third quarter. 21 all. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
Well, that put the Russellville running back, Tracy Daniels, up over the 100-yard mark for his 6th game in a row.
Right.
With that 41-yard scamper. So they found something there. As I said, visiting with the Russellville folks before the game, and this kid wasn't even at running back the first couple of games of the season here in their 8th game.
He's a junior.
Yeah. And the kick is ready and up and away from Stratton. Short kick, got a Russellville bounce, scooped up by Robbins at the 30. He'll get to the 31. He's scooped up back at around the 21. 10-yard return for LJ. And Hunter Houston's back out there. He's not going to get him out of this one. So, Greenwood has it at the 31 with a tie game again at 21 all.
All square.
1:06 left in the third quarter. And here we go. Hunter to throw. There's Presson, caught at the 40, 45, spins, still on his feet to the 48. 17 yards for Peyton Presson. He's having a ball game tonight, y'all. That's his first catch of the half. but he's got 4 catches now for 78 yards.
And no drops.
Right?
I think he's one that you could look at and say, okay, this guy wants to play. Let's go.
Yep. Just keep feeding the beast. 1st and 10 Greenwood. They're on 49. 5 wide. Robbins in motion from right to left. And now Hunter looking left. Pressure comes. All alone. Hey, Chaser with a nice grab. And a 12-yard completion to the 38. That's Noah Chaser's first catch. I'll have to add him to my catch sheet.
Chunk plays.
Right?
Little out patterns, right?
7th Bulldog to catch a ball tonight. First down at the Russellville 38. Houston. There's Carnes underneath. Caught it on the left side to the 30. Spins on his feet and to the 25. Good Lord, 13 yards. I mean, just.
He's a beast over there.
Yeah.
We're not getting to see it because all of his plays have been on the far side over there.
141 yards receiving on 11 catches
wow.
for Carnes. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26. Houston, plenty of time. Oh, quarterback draw. 25 to the 20. Nice block from Chaser. He'll slide out of bounds at the 19. A 7-yard run for Triple H, and that's the end of the quarter. Well, we've had 7 points scored in every quarter by both teams. 7 in the first, 7 in the second, 7 in the third. We're tied at 21. Bulldogs on the move here as we will go to the 4th quarter. 6A West battle in Russellville, Arkansas. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Randall Ford is excited to announce their state-of-the-art mobile service van, stocked with all the latest tools and technology needed to service your vehicle. Everything from oil changes, warranty repair, battery, software updates, brake jobs, and so much more. All is done with your convenience and safety in mind. We'll come to your office or home to provide professional service the Randall Ford way. Stop by today at Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or check us out online 24/7, randallford.com. Ford, the #1 selling brand in America.
Enhance your home with new hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl plank, or carpet with Fort Smith's premier experts, Best Floors. At Best Floors, we've earned our name by providing quality brands and expert installation for your home, business, or rental property. We treat our customers like our friends and neighbors, from making selections until the job is finished. Visit our showroom for the best selections in the River Valley, or visit us online to explore flooring options and schedule a free estimate. It doesn't get any better than Best. Best Floors in Fort Smith.
All right, we're back in Russellville. 4th quarter about to get going. We've swapped ends. Bulldogs working right to left on your radio dial. Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, and Ball Barber. 2nd and 2 for Greenwood at the Cyclone 19. Trying to get this lead back. We're in a little bit of a sluggers match here tonight. Glover gets the call, and he will lose 2 yards to the 21.
Jake Glover on the carry.
So 3rd down and 5.
3rd down.
It's a short 5. Chaser will come on. Glover comes out. It's a good catch from Noah Chaser. He hadn't caught a ball in a while. Like I said, he'd been out with some injury. To see him flag that one down a while ago gives Houston some more confidence in the junior. Another target. Here's Hunter in the shotgun. Robbins will go in motion. And Hunter to throw. Screen pass, where is it? Couldn't get there. They came with a full house blitz. Hunter's hit again. It's incomplete. I was just waiting for somebody to be wide open on the screen pass, but nobody was there, and it's 4th down.
That was well defended. It's a big call here.
Gotta go.
You got to go?
Oh, yeah, going for it. Here we go, 4th and 5. Houston in the shotgun. He'll get the troops set. Barks out the blocking scheme to his line. Robbins empties the backfield, and now Hunter will roll right. Has time. Good block. Robbins! Oh, just so clutch, LJ. You dirty dog. I love him. To the 12-yard line. 9-yard catch
I'm
from
not dropping this
LJ.
one. No way.
Woo, clutch.
That was big.
And the chains move. LJ Robbins.
Yeah, fresh set of downs.
He is a junior, 5'10", 160. Starting to get the college offers coming in. Here's Hunter Houston. Try to hard count. Now he's got it. Looking to throw.
Oh, interference.
Tried again to LJ, who was held the whole way. The flags fly.
Yeah, the left arm wrapped him.
Lots of whistles going on.
What are we doing here?
Loud noises.
The back judge even threw that.
I think it's going to be a hold and a pass interference.
Right? Yeah.
I think he held him off the line and then he passed interference.
Once the ball was thrown, you're right.
The left arm was definitely around his back.
Either way, it's half the distance, so it'll go down to the 6-yard line.
Is that an automatic first down?
It certainly is.
Yes, sir.
It's first and goal at the 6.
That's their first penalty of the night.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That can't be right.
Yep. 6 yards.
Mm-hmm.
6-yard penalty.
Yep.
He says that is not an automatic first down anymore, but it was on first down, so it don't matter.
Good point.
Hunter Houston in the shotgun on 1st and 4. Glover gets the call, dead ahead.
Get in there.
That's another first down to the 2-yard line.
He's short. He's on the 3.
Okay. 3-yard pickup.
We're trying to hurry it up here, but they're not hurrying it up for us. Snap it.
They substituted. They got off the field. Glover came flying in, and did he get the first down?
No, he might have lost a half.
No gain for Glover.
Okay, here we go. A little drama.
3rd down and 1.
Gabe Hogue in on the stop for Russellville. 3rd down.
Greenwood taking their time, getting the play in. Play clock just now started.
3rd down and 1.
Hunter Houston in the shotgun. He'll go quarterback keeper, and he will scamper in. Oh, baby! He got in from 4 yards out. Triple H calls his own number, and the Bulldogs regain the lead. 27-21.
69 yards and 8 plays.
Beautiful. 9:58 in the 4th. 4-yard run. PAT for Steinfeld. Had one blocked earlier, but it went ahead and went through somehow. And this one nearly blocked again, but it's up and through. Sheesh. This Foster kid flying off the edge unblocked.
Serious about it, didn't
he? 28-21. We're going to stay here.
It's been a fun game, Tim.
Certainly has. And that's a good game. It's one you need. Now, I'd like to have our starters have been rested and this thing being a mercy rule and get ready for next week. But you're going to be in a dogfight next week, so let's go ahead and get ready for some dogfight.
Well, I think they were fatigued this week from reading themselves in the paper.
Right.
Bryant 10, Cabot 7 in the 4th. Oh, 10-10, Cabot and Bryant tied.
Yep.
Ooh. That's probably the game of in the state right there.
Yep.
But it won't be next week. We got to take care of business.
That's right. Sure like to get a win here and have PA coming in, both teams undefeated in conference play. It'll be the one we're all talking about.
Tip my hat to these Cyclones.
Yes.
They've kind of shocked me a little bit.
Certainly. No question.
They're legitimate.
Kicks away from Steinfeld. Foster's got to come up. No, that's their running back, Daniels.
Ooh, look out.
And he tried to find a gap for some running room. He'll be tackled at the 37-yard line.
Mr. Sherry.
And he's slow getting up, or just taking a breather. He may be slow getting up. Maybe not a good idea putting your stud running back to return kicks with the headhunters we've got.
He's holding that left arm straight.
It's either his left arm or his midsection.
There you go.
Well,
you know.
I hate to sugarcoat it for the folks out there. Of course, they're watching. They can see that probably pretty plainly. I think Foster's now in the backfield for the injured Daniels here. D.A. Reed in the shotgun. Watch for number 9 now. And they give it to Foster dead ahead. Boy, there's some head banging in there.
It's just slobber knock.
Golly, that's a shot of Evan Williams with McCusker in there and Taylor.
It's just he's coming, hit him, right? Everybody hit everybody. Crazy.
And officials stop for a shoe.
A shoe. Blew a shoe.
Remember McGreeny dropping a shoe up at Alma in 01, I think it was. Kept on running.
Well, yeah.
First year of Harv. All right, 2nd down and 7 for Russellville at their own 40. Clock running. Greenwood up 7 points. And Reed will give to Foster again. Oh, wow, he smoked at the line. That's Tanner McCusker. Oh, baby. I mean, just mono-y-mono and unblocked. And a loss of 1 And that's super generous.
PA 43, Greenbrier 14.
So here's 3rd and 8. It's a huge one here. Greenwood faithful on their feet across the way.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Reed in the shotgun. Daniels back in. They go play action. Reed rolls left, unloads. It's caught, and he'll have first down yardage.
Nice play right
That's
there.
Peyton Harrison. That beat us with our own stuff. Mackey got him out of bounds, but a little too late. The chains will move.
I think that's their 3rd completion all night.
They mark it at the 47. I thought it was an easy first down, but
that was definitely a first down.
They're going to probably bring the chains in. Look at this.
Well, they're standing right on them.
Yeah. But I still think it may be close enough. They're going to bring them in. Maybe Coach Young said, let's measure that. I don't know. It's a competition on who's the worst side judge, maybe.
Yeah, that spot wasn't real good, I don't think.
I didn't think so either. So the shortest trip for a chain gang on earth in history of football.
It is.
That's no fun.
Oh, they're short.
How do you not mark the ball on the yard line? There's not even a yard marker there.
They're short.
I mean,
credit card.
They changed the one.
Oh, wow.
One of their chain gang members has been doing it for over 20 years. They announced him before the game that this was his final game to run the chain. So.
You just eyeball the line. I guess it's okay.
Yeah,
it looks close.
Yep. First down, Russellville at their own 47. Here's Reed in the shotgun. Daniels back in there with him. He'll get the call coming around the right end. Trying to make a man miss, and he does. Got through Skaggs, Sherry, and then Caleb Garner flying down the field, cleans up the mess. But it's a first down to the Greenwood 37. Bulldogs up by 7, clock running, 8:20 to go. We've got a nail biter here in Russellville. They do owe us a turnover.
Yes, sir.
Tracy Daniels at running back. To the quarterback's left now, and D.A. Reed waits on the snap. And he'll give to Daniels. Running away from Archer, and Cash ran him down that time, boys. That's nasty Drew Morgan stuff right there.
From behind.
2nd and 7. Remember Drew running them guys down from that offside back in the day.
He would do it. Did it all the time.
2nd and 7. Cash Archer, 10th grader. Good morning. Oh, baby. Here's D.A. Reed to throw on 2nd and 7. Rolling right, pressure coming. Oh, Sherry nearly had a chance at that pick. 3rd and 7.
Intended for Harrison, 3rd down and 7 at the Bulldog 35-yard line.
Still like Storm Sherry. He just looks like a safety.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. 3rd and 7. Big sack earlier in the game for Storm. Clock at 7.5 minutes. Greenwood up by 7. 3rd and 7 now for the Cyclones. 4 down territory. Play clock's at 7. Empty set for the Cyclones. Reed in the shotgun. Gets the play away. Throws it and it's almost picked by Nelms. Incomplete, looking for Foster. And 4th and 7 now. That's the one Nelms would like to have back. You know, he's had 2 pick sixes called back for penalty.
Yeah, he was playing the ball on that one.
Yep. And Cyclones having to go for it here on 4th and 7 at the Greenwood 35.
Big down, and they're all going to be big here till the clock says zeros.
Yep, that's a fact. 2 seconds ran off on that last play.
What a game.
Quick trigger. 4th and 7, here they go. Play clock's under 10 now, down to 8, 7, 6, 5. Reed has it, and he'll look to throw. Going to go on the fade route again. Can Nelms get turned around? He could not. And that's not a flag. He just kind of tripped trying to gather his speed. The receiver was number 11, Caden Rose, and just kind of tripped over the yard line. Richie?
No, that was great coverage, and good job on the Dogs right there. Great. Now let's get an answer, put a little distance between us and them. Get on the bus and go home.
Turn it over on down. So here come the Bulldogs. Hunter Houston been battling a little bit of injury tonight. He's ready to go. Bulldogs have it at their own 35-yard line, 65 yards from the house. And Houston with 2-by-2. Here comes some motion from Kennan over to the near side and making trips left. And Jake Glover will lose a yard.
Glover on the carry.
2nd and 11. Tell you what, their boys up front are getting in there and putting Glover on the deck.
It's been tough up middle tonight.
Chaser will come in. They go empty set now, 5 wide. Trips left to the short side on 2nd and 11. Hunter Houston will send Robbins back over to the right. And now Hunter quickly in the flat to LJ. And he's got running room, and then quickly swarmed under at the 38. That's a 4-yard pass and catch. So it's 3rd and 7. 10th catch of the night for LJ. He's up at the 100-yard mark. Right at it. 3rd and 7. Houston. Hard count, and they got him. Wow, yeah, throw a flag. What are we doing? Hallmark jump, so they're all-purpose guy. Gives Greenwood a free 5 yards. It's 3rd and 2. Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that, and their second penalty of the night.
Yes, sir. 2 for 11.
3rd down and 2.
All right, Chaser out, Glover back in. So now you've got Russellville wondering we're going to run or pass. Because you've seen, we give it to Glover here earlier on a 3rd and 4. And, hey, Hunter's going to run it. He's got the first down.
Yep, easy.
Flag.
Flag has been thrown. Probably on Greenwood.
Holy.
Houston got the first down. He got 4 yards on 3rd and 2.
Flag on the play.
Whitehat's going to say holding on Greenwood.
Against the Bulldogs, 10-yard penalty.
Huh. So that'll march him back and negate an easy first down. 6:07 to go. The penalty moves it back to near the 30-yard, to the 30-yard line.
Wow.
So now 3rd and 15. It's a tough turn of events.
How many is that?
How many penalties?
Yes.
3 here in the second half.
Meats counting.
We had 2 in the first half. That's 5 total.
Well, it's not that many either. Here we go, 3rd and 15. Hunter wants to air it out. Preston's all alone midfield. 45, Russellville 40. Taking on tacklers, willing his way to the 35. Still on his feet. Oh, baby! To the 31-yard line. Let's go. Wow.
You can't guard them all, boys.
38-yard pass and catch.
I mean, he was wide open.
Peyton Preston, they all just went to Carnes, and that's what we talked about. You're going to triple team him, we'll kill you with everybody else we got.
Well, and he kind of fumbled it after he caught it, and then he regained it and said, boys, let's go.
McCusker getting called from the defensive huddle onto the field. We go with the beef package.
Beef.
1st and 10 at the Russellville 32. Clock running with 5.5 minutes.
Ground and pound, is that what this is?
Well, we'll see.
Throw him one. That's what I'm saying.
From the shotgun. Glover gets the call. Nothing doing. Maybe 2 yards to the 30. 2nd and 8, and the clock ticking away. Greenwood up by 7, 28-21. I think a battle that we were not really expecting. Greenwood's going to huddle up here. Preston's going to check in and get McCusker more than likely. How many guys we got on the field? I didn't see anybody come out, but I guess they did.
Carnes is 1-on-1 over here.
Shotgun for Hunter Houston, 2nd and 8. And they snap it with 2. Glover, dead ahead. Bounces over, 20. Come on, 15. Can he get through to the 5, down to the 1? No, he bounced. Was he down?
He never hit the ground.
They're going to say he's at the 2, but he wasn't down. He bounced off the defender.
That's a touchdown.
Should have been.
He did not hit the ground.
28 yards and goal to go. We'll take it, though, in the first down. Finally, Glover breaks loose. And a tough call. Hopefully we can score and not have to worry about that missed call, but I don't think he ever hit the ground.
I agree with you.
He was spinning and rolled and bounced off a Russellville player and went into the end zone.
Dogs are going to run some clock.
Absolutely. We worked on this last week against Lake Hamilton. Here we are again. And now the coaching staff has no idea what we're doing because they couldn't get the signal in from the side. Shotgun for Houston. He's going to keep it and dive in.
What?
Goodness gracious.
That's a
What is
touchdown.
going on?
That's not even close.
1 yard for Hunters. Second and goal at the one. What's going on out there? Although it does run some more clock, I'll take that.
There is some green between the ball and the nose there. I mean, a little bit. But I promise you there was no way his eyes were that good.
I've hit the replay on both those last drives. Both of those were touchdowns.
Yep.
Second and goal from the inch line. Like I said, it's burning some more clock, so we'll take it. Russell probably would have rather him called it a touchdown. And Houston, we have liftoff for Hunter Houston up and over from the 1. And his second rushing touchdown. And the Bulldogs push it out to 13 points now with 3:04 to go.
Yep. 65 yards. 7 plays. Wow.
PAT from Steinfeld. Let's see if we can get a clean kick here. Good snap, good hold. Kicks up. It's good. He's certainly close. But it's 34-21 Bulldogs in command here. Now up 2 scores with 3:04 left. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees.
Steinfeld kicks away. Here's Daniels from the 13, near side up the numbers 20-25. And Sleepy Zitzman got him slowed up enough for Kennan to come over and clean up the mess, along with my man, number 18, Josh Allen. Well, Cyclones are in desperate times now. Down 14 with 3:03. What time did you say we scored?
3:04.
1 second ran off the clock? 1 second? Wow. So here's Reed rolling right. He'll throw. And
out of bounds.
Incomplete.
It was incomplete. It was great coverage.
Nelms out there in coverage of number 11, Caden Rose. 2nd and 10 at the 30. Still owe us a turnover, Meat.
Yeah, and they're reaching back, and what they really don't do really well is throw the ball.
Right. Here's Reed now in the shotgun. And he'll roll left, and trouble coming already. He's going to – nope, he was hit right as the ball came out. Pettigrew in there. Brady with some quarterback pressure. The ball was thrown and falls incomplete. And 3rd and 10.
I don't recommend rolling out left.
Not if your guy's not going to block Brady Pettigrew.
Or 88. 88's over there, too.
Well, I almost want to run towards him, maybe, if that case. Somebody will be blocking that way. Here we go. They're going to give to Daniels, and their last-ditched effort is a nice run out to the 37. This kid can play.
I agree.
4th and 3. They've got to go for sure. They need the 40-yard line. And you just got to put everybody on number 1, right? He's going to give it to him.
That's right.
Oh, play action. Rolling out. Looking to throw. Nope. Incomplete. Boy, Mackey was smelling a pick 6 to no avail, and Cash Archer leads the troops off of the field in a nice defensive stand, and the final dagger in the coffin of the Cyclones, who played marvelous football tonight against the Greenwood Bulldogs, favored tonight for sure. And they're going to get out of here with the victory and move to 7-1 and get ready for the big one next week at Smith Robinson, as the Pulaski Academy Bruins will come a-calling for all the marbles.
Yeah, and they have a final over there, PA 50, Greenbrier 14.
Wow.
That is a final.
Glover gets the call, ducks the head at the 35, and bulls the pile down to the 32. It'll be 5 yards for Jake Glover. 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5.
Preston will come off. McCusker's in there. Preston comes back on. Oh, he gets a play. They're going to shuffle a play in.
Right.
Some Carl Fox style. Rick Rachel. Shotgun for Hunter Houston. And Jake Glover gets the call. He'll get to the 31. He'll get a yard.
Timeout, Russellville.
And they've got to call him. You can't take him with you. 35-21. I'm going to throw one more because I'm not sure if we need to or not, so it better be safe than sorry. Let me throw a timeout quickly. We'll come right back and get the end of this ball game. Greenwood leads by 14 in Russellville. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
2nd down and 4 for Greenwood at the Cyclone 31. Leading by 14. And here's Hunter Houston. Directs traffic. And he'll give it to Glover, trying the right side. Can he bust through at the 25? He does. 20. Can he break a tackle? 15. Foot race to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! Oh, baby! A little icing on the cake from Jake Glover, a 31-yard scamper. And the Bulldogs pull away here in Russellville. 41-21 with 1:26 left.
Well, that was exciting.
Yeah, baby. Let's see if we can get a kick clean. I'm still mad about this guy. There he is again. It's good, though. We've doubled him up. 42-21. We'll keep it right here. Just kind of pound the rock, Ball Barber, until he breaks free, huh?
He's way better running north and south, and then when he sees a hole, he gets shot out of a cannon as good as anybody I've seen.
Yeah, they had the perfect call. All he needed was a seam there because they were kind of in a cluster, and Russellville was in a cluster, and if he was to break it, he was going to go to the house. That's exactly what he did.
I think 100 yards exactly for Jake Glover on the ground.
Wow.
What I've got him.
There's
with all those negatives.
Several negatives in there, yeah.
The 31 and the 28-yard runs got most of that back. Well, this will look a little better on paper anyway, but it was
not
Russellville.
Yeah, it's not going to be indicative of this game. This game was right there. Well, it was 28-21 not too long ago.
Sure. Right. Kicks away. Here's Daniels from the 16 near side of the 20, 25-30. Sleepy Zitzman to the 35 was the return. Zach with another tackle on special teams. And, I'm hoping we'd make this run to War Memorial. I feel like we'll probably end up being us and PA in the end. Just my personal opinion. But I'm kind of ready to see those sophomores get one more year under their belt. Zitzman, Garner, or I guess Garner's already a junior, but yeah, I'm already excited about next year. I can't get enough.
Beautiful.
We still got a whole basketball season and baseball season. Brandon Brewer at the helm. Here's Garrettson bringing some chase to Reed, and ball's not loose. Get on it, Williams. Oh, he scooped it, but he couldn't score. And Evan will have it. That's a turnover we were looking for.
Yeah.
Woo, Mark Garrettson bringing the thunder that time, and from behind with the strip, Williams couldn't get a clean scoop. He was going to go to the house for his second score of the year.
The big man showing the wheels there. Did you see that?
Yes, that's little Mark Garrettson. He's got that wheels from his daddy. 5'9", 205.
Get it.
Big Joe could move.
I don't know who was blocking 40, but that's the best tackle I've seen all year.
It's amazing the amount of no calls we've seen from tonight. Victory formation, ladies and gentlemen. Houston will take a knee, and they'll run this clock out. Thank goodness.
Wow.
Shout out to the Cyclones. This game was tied at 21, and Greenwood's put a 21 spot up here in the fourth. And they're going to win 42-21.
Well, if you're still wondering, this number one, this Tracy Daniels, he's legitimate. He's just a junior. But he's one of the better backs we've seen all year.
I agree 100%. And didn't even start in that position. Shout out to Coach Dave Wheeler for assessing his talent, making the adjustments here in Russellville. But the kid's good. 6 games in a row of 100 yards rushing or more.
That's it.
And Greenwood won't have to snap it again. This one's all over with the crying. The Bulldogs. No, is Russellville going to call timeout?
Timeout, wow. The PA guys already said it was over, too. Really?
Well, I thought maybe he was going to call timeout and maybe get his seniors off of the field one last time for an applause.
He waved it. We're done.
But Coach Wheeler thought differently.
Maybe should have done that in the first down.
Yeah. Well, it worked out well for him because we were fixing to score again if he'd have called that timeout. I mean, I'm going to Carnes right there.
Go.
We're going to make it 49.
Well, yeah, call that on first down and then get your seniors
Yeah,
out.
I agree. 42-21 is your final here in Russellville. The Bulldogs with a nice win on the road, gritty, gutty performance for Greenwood, but we'll take it. And that sets up, what we've been waiting on, guys. The big one.
This will be the longest week for you all year.
Man.
He's been ready for this game for about a month.
And they may beat us by whatever, but this is what you look, the battle of heavyweights here.
Well, Cabot Bryant was on the spotlight this week.
Yep.
Well, next week it'll be PA Greenwood across the state. Probably one of the best high-ranked games in the state next Friday night.
44-17, Mountain Home puts Siloam away.
The Bombers.
In PA, you saw one about the private schools between them and Little Rock Christian, Shiloh, those guys. Everybody gets tired of seeing the private schools winning state titles, playing for them. They recruit and yada yada,
whatever.
And so the AAA has been trying to police these guys, changing the rules, sharing, and they just keep moving up in class, and nothing was working. So they finally said, "All right, Greenwood, it's y'all's turn to
see what y'all got.
Do something." I mean, it worked before, and so it'll be next Friday. We'll find out if the Bulldogs can.
Well, they're going to be quality,
Yes,
I've heard rumors earlier in the week. We got this one. Well, you got to go through PA. They're going to have a quality team. Just trust me.
Yes. We're going to get Coach Young here in moments after this one. It wasn't pretty tonight, but you have to realize that there's no doubt Greenwood was looking ahead to PA.
Well, your first giveaway was the drop passes.
Yep.
In my opinion. But anyway, this was a really fun football game, and I'm sure Russellville fans don't agree with that, but that was an entertaining football game. They didn't go anywhere, and they hit us back in the nose when we hit them in the nose. So this was a good football game.
Yep, I agree.
Dandy.
We will get you some post-game numbers here. When we get done with Coach Young, we will take a quick break, and then we'll bring you some post-game numbers that we have. So stick around here for our post-game show, and we'll go down to the field if the ball barber can find Coach Young in the sea of white. 42-21 victory. And there he is. He's got him. Let's go down to the field.
All right, Coach. Hey, first off, congratulations on a big win.
Yeah, that was a good win. That's a good football team. You know, they do a good job coaching those guys over there, and they played our tail off for 3 quarters, so you got to tip your hat to them. You know, I was a little concerned. You come off a huge win last week, and you got those PA guys next week, and it's not a good thing when you got a good football team sandwiched in between them. Russellville's got a good team. They got a good program, and those guys are going to beat some people this year. They're a good football team, and you'll hear about them in the playoffs. But it was a win. Defense, I thought they did a great job getting better as the game went on. Early on, we didn't start off great, but I thought we got better as the game went on. And then offensively, we got to get a few things fixed. We dropped way too many balls, turned it over twice, and we've done a great job before protecting the ball, and you can't do that, especially when we play a good football team. So it was a good win, and we're going to use it to get better. And I also want to take a second. BSN hooked up my guys with some Jordans. You know, we talked last week, defense guys did such a good job. So, BSN guys, we appreciate you hooking up the defensive coaches with Jordans. They'll be fired up when they get those. So, it was a good win. Life's too short. There's not enough Friday nights in our life. We need to enjoy it when we win. But then Saturday and Sunday are made to get better, and that's what we'll do.
Hey, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Well done, the ball barber and Coach Young. And a nice shout-out to our Nike guys over at BSN. Spectacular work. All right, I'm going to throw a quick break here. We'll total up our numbers and come back with post-game numbers. Hunter Houston over 400 yards tonight, so stick around. We'll give you his numbers after this break. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Randall Ford is excited to announce their state-of-the-art mobile service van, stocked with all the latest tools and technology needed to service your vehicle. Everything from oil changes, warranty repair, battery, software updates, brake jobs, and so much more. All is done with your convenience and safety in mind. We'll come to your office or home to provide professional service the Randall Ford way. Stop by today at Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or check us out online 24/7, randallford.com. Ford, the #1 selling brand in America.
Enhance your home with new hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl plank, or carpet with Fort Smith's premier experts, Best Floors. At Best Floors, we've earned our name by providing quality brands and expert installation for your home, business, or rental property. We treat our customers like our friends and neighbors, from making selections until the job is finished. Visit our showroom for the best selections in the River Valley, or visit us online to explore flooring options and schedule a free estimate. It doesn't get any better than Best Floors in Fort Smith.
If you've got a big lawn, you need a big-time mower. You need an Exmark. For over 30 years, Exmark has set the standard in mowing equipment. Today, they're the first choice of landscape professionals. Purchase 2-to-1 over the next best-selling brand. With an Exmark, you'll get a better cut faster. So if you want your big lawn to look like a pro mowed it, use what the pros use. Visit your local Exmark dealer or exmark.com. Myers Mower and Tiller.
Incorporated in Greenwood is your place for all types of printing, signs, t-shirts, banners, and yard signs. And you'll also find they provide tactical supply to military, police, hunters, and fire departments. They also build emergency vehicles, and those signs and printing are priced just right. You'll find brochures, business cards, plus sports uniforms, trophies, awards, and screen printing. That's Formac Incorporated. They're located at 210 South Coker Street in Greenwood. You could call them at 996-0520.
We're Shelter Insurance. We view life insurance a little differently.
We think the most thoughtful gift you can give your family doesn't come with a bow.
We know that a life should be measured by more than just dollars and cents. And we know you'll love the peace of mind life insurance gives you.
We're the people behind the shield.
Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Phil Hicks in Greenwood.
We are back here in Russellville. The Bulldogs win 42-21 over the Cyclones, and Hunter Houston with, I believe, his first 400-yard performance tonight. I may be wrong on that. He was 34 of 48 for 416. He threw for 3 touchdowns. He had an INT. And he also ran the football 4 times for 13 yards and had 2 scores on the ground. Big night for the senior, battling some injuries too, guys, all the way through.
At least 5 drops, too.
Right, sure. Grant Carnes, the super sophomore, Mr. Touchdown, added again tonight. He had 11 catches for 141 yards.
Wow.
And 3 touchdowns. for the sophomore. Magical tonight. Peyton Preston, 5 catches for 116 yards.
There we go.
It's a big night for Peyton, and a huge, one of his best efforts tonight, up over the century mark. And guess what? L.J. Robbins, 10 catches, 104. 3 100-yard receivers tonight for Hunter Houston's offense. You talk about spreading the ball around. Just fantastic work tonight offensively. And the Bulldogs get a win on the road here, a tough one for sure on the road. 42-21, beating Russellville and going to 7-1 on the year, and had a great night. Really, both, obviously that last turnover kind of helps pad your stats a little bit too. For Greenwood, as we talked about the turnover game being lopsided for the Cyclones.
All right, we got to talk you into standing up. You're live on camera.
Oh my goodness, we got a camera shot.
An Arkansas Tech golf shirt.
Hey, we're in Russellville. We're representing, boys. National champs last year. Let's go.
In golf?
Oh yeah, baby.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
I know that.
Well, wouldn't be denied. Those mighty Wonder Boys. Yeah, good game tonight. Richie, I thought there was some massive pad slamming going on, too, on the sidelines.
Slobber knocking.
Yeah, nobody can question the effort of the defense. They did a good job kind of finding the creases early in the run game. Really nothing doing much on the passing game most of the night, but the run game. Greenwood did a great job adjusting as the game went on. They did bust one later. I don't know if it was a good play call as far as if the guy just if it was kind of a weird counter type play where he comes one way, pauses, come back, or if he just made a great play. Either way, that's the one we give up in the second half, but other than that, defense was stellar in the second half.
Certainly. We haven't given up very many points in the second half of the last 4 games, maybe just that one touchdown tonight. We shut out Hamilton.
That's
Van
right.
Buren and Greenbrier didn't score in the second half.
Right.
Am I missing the game?
They've been a second half defense all year.
So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Only giving up 7 points.
Tip your hat to this Russellville team. Their running game, it's legit.
The Daniels kid is fantastic, number 1.
I agree
Tracy
with
Daniels.
Coach Young. I think they're going to give a lot of teams trouble, so don't count these Cyclones out.
Well, and I don't have any faith in the East, just like every year we've been playing football here in the last 25 years. I always don't. You see the Batesvilles come in 12-0, and then
playoff.
So I don't have any faith in the East. The Catholics making some noise. Benton's always good, but Russell's a team will step up as a 5 seed or a 4 seed or a 5 or 6, and can make some noise there in the postseason. So it should be a lot of fun.
Really good kicking game. They can kick off. They can punt.
Seems like a lot of third week, a lot of Thanksgiving weeks. We wind up playing a team we've already played before.
Right.
That's right.
Probably will do it again. You heard about our numbers. 3 100-yard receivers tonight for Greenwood. Carnes with 141 on 11 catches. LJ 104 on 10. And Peyton Preston 116 with 5 grabs. So that's impressive. And then Houston up over 400 yards. Jake Glover, 21 carries, exactly 100 yards. So he's in triple digits.
That's right.
So a big night, over 500 yards of offense for the Bulldogs. And, the late score, 42-21, ends up looking about like we probably thought it would.
True.
I don't know, guys. We've been, when the schedule came out and whenever August, July, everybody went to October 28th, and Pulaski Academy at Greenwood. It's here now, so it's like Christmas.
Yep.
And so can't wait. Should be a great game. Of course, maybe sneak down and see Anthony Lucas, their head coach, and get an autograph. Who's a hog great? I don't know.
Well, if you're a live streamer, and I think Coach Young, everybody wants y'all at the stadium next week.
Yeah.
Loud and raucous.
Bring your Walkman if you're tuned in. We'll have it on 91.1, I think, our station there in Greenwood.
Yes,
bring your headset. Now, it's not going to work if you have the radio app on your phone, because you're going to need to have something with a dial, just a Walkman, literally.
A Walkman, yeah.
Yeah, so but we welcome everybody to come in and join in and enjoy the broadcast.
It'll be the premier game in the state.
Oh, yeah.
There's no question.
The hype will be unbelievable.
I actually talked to a couple of their chain gang is planning on being down there next week.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're on the road at Lake Hamilton next week before they get the bye. the week after, so they kind of get a 10-week bye.
Yeah.
So they get a bye week right before their first round playoff game.
Right, that's cool.
I think they've cinched, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So out of the East, we're talking. So right now it's a 2-horse race. I think essentially we've all but locked up the at least a 2 seed,
the first round bye. Yeah.
And so we'll have a first round bye, and out of the East, you've got really Little Rock Catholic, you've got Benton, and you got West Memphis, and everybody else is kind of like what our guys are too.
Yeah.
So it's a 17 thing. We'll give Little Rock Christian their dues. They're formidable, and Lake Hamilton, as much as I dislike them, and then of course PA's coming to town.
Yeah.
Really
If Russellville brings
that.
this game to Lake Hamilton next week, that should be a fun ball game down at Piercy.
Slobber knocking.
Yeah,
physical.
They're physical. They played really well, and they were. I was really impressed with how fast their offensive line played. And I think it kind of got after us a little bit, as where they didn't necessarily have to sustain a block for a long time. We're going to get after you. We're going to do it, and then we're going to get the second level. And they did a good job of shucking and chipping all night.
As tough as the game was, I really liked what we saw from our defense. Williams was head hunting out there. Logan Taylor was magnificent. Cash Archer was spectacular. All them guys up front, just a whale of a ball game. And Sherry came up and popped some pads. So
a storm warning was issued?
Storm warning. Well done. I mean, that's why you make the big bucks.
The storm warning was issued.
Well, we'll call tonight from Russellville, get back in the Cadillac Escalade, and head back home.
Nice.
And we will.
It's up on block.
See, yeah, no, probably so. Thank you for that.
It's up on block.
That's
Is that what Sean said? Well, he can see it from where he's
Right,
at. He
yeah,
may know.
he may.
Check out the hair on Richie.
42-21. Yeah, Richie.
He's admiring the hair.
Wow, that is nice.
My wife said it was soft, so I just grew it out.
Yeah,
you need to listen to her.
You let it grow out a little. You look like Ben
She's
Franklin
smarter
if you
than
let
me.
it grow out. You look like Ben Franklin if you get like a little mullet.
I'm gonna let it grow out and make little Viking pony braids. down
Richie
both sides.
Franklin.
Yes.
Richie
Give me
Franklin.
one of them helmets with one horn up and one horn down.
Man.
All right, boys. 42-21 Bulldogs beat Russellville. It's PA week. Hey, I mean,
let's go.
Stop talking and start chalking. That's what they say. It's time to party.
Don't sing it, bring it.
That's right. So we'll look forward to next Friday night at Smith Robinson Stadium. Please come out. You'll see a heck of a ball game for sure. With the game of the week, game of the year, game of the century, maybe at Smith Robinson Stadium.
Hey, we got to beat them guys.
I know. We've
had
never
to
beat them
there
at home.
before.
That's
That's
right.
another reason to come out.
Yeah,
Come on.
That's right. So look forward to that. Appreciate everybody that helped out with the broadcast. I rattled off the names earlier, so thanks to all the cameramen, Joe and Nathan, and Brian and Sean and Jonathan.
That's right.
All right, boys. Well, we'll call it a night here for Ball Barber, who's not so bald anymore, and Kevin Jones, who's getting more bald.
Hey, easy now, easy.
I'm Tim Terry saying so long. You've been listening to Greenwood High School.